It's kind of like an honor system.
It's a Scouts
should
honor.
steal.
So yeah, let's
Yeah.
say
Plus, we can
steal
work
that
remote.
company's time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Steal that company's time.
Speaking of, you're watching BlurdDotRadio.
BlurdDotRadio.
I am your host for this evening. My name is Mike Stidham.
Mike Stidham.
Steve is late.
Wow.
And the sky is blue. What else is there?
Yeah. What?
That means we're gonna have to stop the show for somebody to let him in. I don't.
It's
think
cool. I go
Steve
get him.
knows.
I always get my broski. I'll be throwing him under the bus. He late. Like, damn, nigga,
Throwing him under
chill.
the
No.
bus, nigga. You supposed to be? Did y'all come late?
No.
Steve lives the closest. To be fair,
Yeah.
Steve does.
I live
the
closer.
furthest.
Hold on. I live closer. I'm gonna defend him. Defend him. I live closer.
Let's not just go defending guilty people. Alright. He's guilty.
You know what? I love Steve.
I don't think that's ever been the case of loving.
Oh no, I'm just trying to play up how sensitive
I
am.
have a story about a nigga that's always late that I could tell from my blurt out and how he still loves.
DJ Elokari is here.
Baby, I'm ready.
Kenny is with us.
Tough week to be a capitalist. Hey you.
Ash got him is with us. Before we get
that's
into
right.
blurt outs, I believe Kenny and Ashley have had birthdays.
Come on now.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
Oh,
older.
I didn't know you had a birthday, Ash. When was your birthday?
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So it's easy to forget because it's a busy week for most people, if not on Thanksgiving.
Jeez.
Oh.
Good times.
Oh.
Kenny, when was your birthday?
oh wait, I got you.
Mine was last Monday. Oh, not Monday. Last Wednesday, December 4th. So I worked both jobs for my birthday.
Good time.
Yep.
Yeah, you know.
You made money for
I
your
made
birthday.
money for my birthday. It's pretty nice.
Good.
Adulting as an adult.
Yeah, but I will be going to get myself a cake tomorrow.
Oh,
afterward.
wait a minute.
So,
A whole week later.
yeah.
Honestly,
I
low
was,
key.
I was busy. I had it's PocketCon week, so I had to lock in.
Mhm.
There was no time to get myself a cake. So.
Hey, Elgin, you know we can't play other people's music on this show.
Well, you know, on Twitch, if we continue to play other people's songs, we will. They'll make us a DJ. That's actually a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing. It's been a thing for a while too.
I
Actually.
hope so.
It is.
I believe we only got one strike on Twitch.
Yeah,
We got a bunch of strikes on the last episode.
They stopped
because
it.
We watched reality TV show stuff. YouTube is
YouTube is mean.
YouTube. Ugh.
I can't log in. I can't log in the BlurdDotRadio Instagram account.
Let me see if I changed the password because I forgot it.
Oh, well, hold on. Well, let's do it
It's
in
the
the break.
same one. 7
Yeah, I know. I know. It's just not even letting me try to log in.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I have to deal with that. I'm trying to advertise in the link, but
Okay.
I'll try again. I'll just put it somewhere else. It's cool. But yeah,
Elgin,
you know.
change your song.
But
This
yeah,
is what your son does to me every week. just want you to
I
know.
believe it.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Now this is
Yes,
not,
it is.
This is actually no, I asked you.
You see how they treat me? This is how they treat me every week.
You deserve it.
See,
See,
I
you see?
I didn't say anything.
Our very
I-
special guest this week. Even more special than regular. This is our most special guest to date.
Oh, wow.
We got, tell me if I'm pronouncing this right. Momma Hasefi
Yes.
is with us today. There we go. Wait, hit that again from the beginning. There you go. We gotta get the whole applause in there.
Mama's here.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Mama's in the house.
Yeah. Before we get into blurt outs, I heard that you did some work on, was it Lovecraft Country?
I did. That's one of the productions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about what you do?
In general, if I'm doing a regular Hollywood type movie, my craft is wardrobe, costumes and wardrobe.
Okay.
So on independent stuff, I could be doing anything from producing, directing,
Mhm.
things like that.
Okay. What's your
Yeah.
favorite thing to do?
Costumes and wardrobe.
Okay. For Lovecraft Country, did you have to make a lot of the costumes, or was it like you had to source it, find shops that sell these types of wardrobe?
Well, on Lovecraft Country, because they shot it in 2 different locations,
Mm-hmm.
the part in Atlanta, then the part in St. Louis.
Okay.
So, I mean, not St. Louis, Chicago. They already had like their script. Their costume supervisor, their costume designer, and stuff like that.
Okay.
So basically, I worked as in the tailoring part.
Okay.
Where we have to deal with getting the clothes and making sure that they're the right size, hat sizes, and things like that.
So you put all those small T-shirts on Jonathan Majors, the ones that made his chest look like this big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ordered. Yeah.
Ash was
That was Ash's way of saying thank you.
Oh,
Yes, on behalf of all the women
You-
who are watching.
You're welcome. There's just certain people you do want to be around,
Mhm.
you know. So for that particular production, I was just working with. I worked with doubles, a lot of the doubles for
Okay.
the main characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's different. There's different aspects of the costume department, and I've done probably just about every different phase.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Mhm.
Can I ask you if you have any interesting on-set stories? You don't have to name anybody, unless you want to.
I mean, it's like, I think one of the most interesting things to me was, and I've met a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
was meeting George Clooney and heck, I can't even think of the other dude's name. We was just waiting for him and just waiting for him. And
Was it
then-
Brad Pitt?
It wasn't Brad. It wasn't Brad.
Rain, The Rock Johnson.
I don't think those two have done a whole lot of films.
But I mean, like, it was like really, really first thing early in the morning, and then we just, was waiting for him to come out.
Mhm.
And then when he
Kenny
finally
Motley, Steven.
came out, and then he was like, "Oh, y'all waiting for me?" I was like, "Duh."
Yeah, nigga.
Waiting for it.
Yeah, but it was like still trying not to be geeked out and stuff like that.
Mhm, mhm.
And so then George Clooney came in, and I was like, "Okay, take off your clothes."
Clooney, if you would please take your clothes off.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the most interesting thing for me anyway, was the first time I had to tell a guy to just take off their clothes.
Nice.
And I'm sitting on the
First
floor. On the set,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Take that off and try that over there on. And I was like, that was like my first real big costume design job. And I was thinking, you know what? I kind of like that. I just said, take off your clothes, and he did it. I was like, oh,
Did you ever like dress like Elgin and his sister back in the day, like lay their clothes out on their bed, or you let them pick out their clothes a lot?
No, I learned early that after a certain age, you don't pick your kids' clothes and stuff.
Mhm.
I wish you could teach my mom.
Except that
Her clothes try to buy me sweaters. They're not. I wouldn't wear them.
I try to tell moms, even I have friends who still be trying to buy stuff for their kids and grandkids. I was like, they don't want that. They don't like that. And one time my daughter had given Elgin a gift certificate or something for Macy's or something like that. He was like, Mom, why'd you give me a Macy's? Macy's? I can't find nothing in Macy's. I said, I promise you, Elgin, I will find you something. He was like, oh, no. And I think he was like 15 or something. He was like, no. And then we went and we found some FUBU and some things. He was like, oh, Mama, this is nice. This is nice. I was like, dude, this is what I do. But yeah, it was cool. But no, they had their own style.
Nice. Very, very cool. Steve showed up late.
Yep.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
Remember to get right up on your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? We were talking about on-set experiences with Momma Hisepi, aka the mother of DJ L.O. Kari.
Absolutely.
She was talking about telling George Clooney to get naked. Not
was
many
very
people get
quick.
that opportunity.
That's pretty cool.
That is. That is.
It can get crazy because I know working with Bruce Willis, I got hired to be his personal assistant,
Oh, nice.
and the costume person, the wardrobe designer from LA who came in, she did not like me, and she was very, very protective
Mm-hmm.
of Bruce Willis. Yeah, she didn't want me to go, and I was like, oh, okay, well, y'all paying me to be here either way. it
Yeah,
goes.
for sure.
You know, but yeah, and to the point that when I went to actually see Death Wish, and I'm sitting out there and I'm waiting for my name to roll by,
Mhm.
and it never rolled by.
Oh,
I
no.
was like,
One of those?
I was like, wait a minute, hold
Yeah.
up. Well,
Yeah, I
okay,
spent
okay,
time.
that was the LA crew, so maybe, but let me wait for the Chicago crew to come by, and
Mm-hmm.
it didn't show up. And then when I called the person who hired me, who was my hookup in Chicago, she was like, well, you know, she got fired when we got to Canada.
Oh,
Ooh,
And then I was like,
I
really?
don't like ugly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but for IMDb, if you work on something and you say you work on something,
Mhm.
they check the payroll office, and if you on payroll, you're gonna get that credit.
Okay.
There you go.
You got the credit.
Yeah,
It
'cause
didn't roll
It's
back.
like you got paid at least.
I got
you know.
paid,
Mhm.
and I
And-
listed on my page. You know,
Yeah.
I could,
They can vet it. If the people who need to know
Yeah.
can go and find out everything you've done. Because I know I also work in the industry somewhat,
Mm.
and just seeing your name in the credits is like kind of self-satisfying in its own right. Because not everybody, like the typical moviegoer, is not paying the names across the screen,
they not staying.
especially in the scroll.
I do to make fun of people's names.
Yeah, I do too.
The older I get, the more I appreciate just how many people are involved
Oh yeah.
in making a movie. Like they will quote the craft services people, the people who were driving the cars just to get you on set, the
That's for
children
sure.
who were born in the process of the movie being made.
I didn't know they
Yeah.
did that.
Oh yeah, some movies will have like production
Shout out
babies
to
or
Lil
something.
Joel.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely get sitting through 3 minutes of credits and be like, where my name at? Ah, that's me. Okay. All right, I gotta go.
For sure.
And we the only ones who be out there looking. People who road work, everybody else up and gone. And then once IMDb came out, it was like, if you need some information, I'll just go look it up later.
It's like, why would I lie and not have backup?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. My last question for you. So our first segment in the show, we talk about whatever geeky thing we've done during the week, and I like to ask new guests particular questions. Do you have a list of 5 favorite movie stars
5 favorite movie stars.
of all time?
Of all. Oh, well.
Now she's a professor. She's a professor of African American studies, y'all.
That's why I felt.
That don't mean she don't watch movies.
That's not.
It means that there's going to be a long
It's a
list.
long
Yeah, right.
Oh, well,
Right.
the cap is 5, mama.
Right. I like Forrest Whitaker.
Okay.
I
What's your favorite Forrest Whitaker performance?
I mean, I have to think recently. You know, I'm a little older, so sometimes I don't go real far back. But I liked him in Godfather Harlem.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't watched that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it in ages, but it's really good.
That was nice. That's nice. And of course, like if I'm going all the way back, you know, I'm gonna say like the Sidney Poitiers and Wesley Snipes and stuff like. Not Wesley Snipes, but
Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier and some of the older cats. I like
Denzel.
of course everybody likes Denzel. You know, because what I would say about Denzel is that when I look at him, I see the character. I don't, you know, some people you look at and you still just see that
For sure.
person.
For sure.
You know, and I like Sam Jackson, but a lot of times I see Samuel
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
But with Denzel, I was like, whoever the heck he playing,
Mhm.
he
He
embodies
becomes that person.
He embodies that. Yes, for sure. You know.
So we got 3.
That's right. We counting, right?
But yeah, I was
Four.
saying, yeah, you were killing because I was still thinking about Forrest Whitaker. He's how
Yeah.
how funny he is in American Dad.
I
Have you
mean,
seen
I
him in
like
American Dad?
Angela.
American
I like
Dad.
Angela Bassett. You know,
Classic.
because I know I
Angela.
didn't say any females.
Mhm.
I think she asked for. I like Regina King.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Regina the King.
yeah.
I think she's pretty. Dope.
Regina's dope.
I
Yeah.
think she's underrated.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
That was a
5
pretty
now.
easy 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it was-
Now let me
Big
ask
Andy
you
Wood.
this because I feel like this is just a fun question to ask Black movie fans. You mentioned Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson, but which one would you pick between Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson?
Denzel.
Wouldn't that depend on the movie?
Yeah.
That was
I
pretty
mean, it might.
clear. It
but
was pretty
yeah,
easy.
Yeah, it was fast.
There was no there was zero hesitation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just the sexiness. It's because of the. I mean,
No one said it was.
seriously. I mean,
Yeah.
because the tip is gray now. Okay,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, I'm not a really big Gladiator fan, but my
Mhm.
sister girlfriends and I just was like, okay, so when we gonna go see Denzel?
Yeah, like haven't even seen the first one. I was like, "Ooh, Denzel's in this.
Yeah.
What you gonna do in this?
Yeah,
Black people in Rome? What?
yeah. We was just talking about it the other day. It was like, you know what? I'm not really a Gladiator fan, but when we going?
Yeah. They knew what they were doing when they did.
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He looked good though.
Yeah,
That
he
little
was great.
earring too.
He is the movie. Like I don't think anybody's. I don't
Oh,
even
you-
know
you saw
anybody
it?
else that's in it.
You saw it?
Mm-mm.
I
Oh,
heard,
Pedro
I heard
Pascal.
Is
Pedro
Pedro
Pascal?
Pascal?
Yeah, he's in it.
The Mandalorian.
Pascal's in there?
Amanda
Yeah.
Pascal's in it.
Yeah, don't nobody know that. You know?
I didn't
No,
see him in any of the
no,
trailers.
basically-
All I saw was Denzel.
I did.
Yeah, they've only really showed Denzel, but like the main character is just some random white dude.
Yeah.
So funny.
And Denzel just his charisma just and he's on screen. It don't even matter if he's playing a villain. It's just like
It doesn't.
Mhm.
It don't
I
matter.
like him.
Most underrated Denzel film, or no, one of my favorites is Ricochet.
That's going way back.
Yeah.
I
The
that
sci-fi
movie. No, that is you're thinking about. That's what with him and Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
That's
That is
that's
really
virtuosity. That's virtuosity. That's my
Oh,
other
yeah.
favorite. That's my other favorite random Denzel movie. Like
Mhm.
virtuosity is so random, but it's so fun because it's him and Russell Crowe just being absurd.
Yeah.
And it
It's a
actually-
pretty absurd movie.
It's so
The
absurd.
concept is pretty.
Yes, but him and John Lithgow and Ricochet,
Okay.
really good.
Ricochet.
You haven't seen Ricochet? Oh,
John
dude.
Lithgow was the villain.
Yes.
I'm really
I like it
happy
when
you knew
John
how to
Lithgow
spell
was
ricochet, like, because I have no idea.
Englishman.
What is it? RICHO.
That's you thought about it
CHET.
too long. I always say like if I just don't think about how to spell the word, I can spell
Yeah.
it like that.
Well, because I phonetically do things, so I'm seeing it in my head.
And also Ricochet in his Shakespeare movie, the really one with Kenneth Branagh.
Othello?
Was he? He wasn't
No,
Othello,
he wasn't
though, wasn't he?
Othello.
No, that was Lawrence.
That was Fishburne.
Yeah.
See, let's stop getting our black man mixed up now.
But I can't remember the Shakespeare play it was based on. But that movie with him, it was like it's him, Keanu Reeves, and Kenneth Branagh. It's actually like a phenomenal watch.
Denzel Washington, John Lithgow, Ice-T.
Yes, yes, dude, Ricochet is such a good ass movie. I'm telling you.
The
I
tragedy
can't believe
of
y'all have not
Macbeth.
seen it. None of y'all seen Ricochet?
I've
Oh
If
my
I had-
god!
Is it
I
on
seen it.
Tubi? I feel like it would be on Tubi now.
I may have seen
That's
it.
why I
and
say they're
it's one of-
young. They're very young.
They are young. Let's say I'm 40. I'm just 40. He's older than me.
That's
He
true.
should know this thing.
I feel like it might be one of those that I see and I'm like, oh right, I've seen this movie.
I was like, I don't. It's just one of his movies that just really sticks with me because it's
For
like him and John Lithgow just put on some. Like it's his action movie, but it's actually like this really good thriller too.
Mhm.
Like just the way it's kind of like a psychological thriller in terms of how like they go after each other. It's
Mhm.
it's crazy. And then I forgot that part. Ice-T is in it, and he's
Yeah,
actually
as
has
he
like
should.
Nice.
he actually has a role that's actually pretty important to the movie too. It's crazy. It's really
Shout
good
out
though.
to the. I feel like Ice-T was the first rapper in a lot of movies.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like not
Absolutely.
to be in a movie. I think the Fat Boys might have been the first rappers in the movie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Orderlies.
But no,
I just saw that the other day. Well, I saw it on screen with the Fat
Yeah.
Boys.
Mm-hmm.
but would
Yeah.
it be,
There was
Yeah.
Orderlies and there was one after that.
which came first between Crush Groove and
Orderlies.
That's what I was thinking about.
It was
that.
Orderlies.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Orderlies came out first.
I can check just to make sure.
So it was Crush Groove that I saw the other day
Yeah.
With,
because it had
uh,
Blur Underwood.
I mean, the
yeah.
Fat Boys were in
Playing
Crush Groove.
Russell
Mhm.
Simmons. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on. Orderlies came
He
out.
had. I forget that he had Blair Underwood play.
And I think he
He was like the
played his
producer or
own
something.
brother.
Blair
or something
Underwood
like
was
that.
also really good in Long Legs.
I didn't know he was in Long.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
He was really
I was
good.
happy to see him. Honestly.
That was
Yeah,
too. It
it's
was
been
like,
a
yes,
while.
it's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a while.
Like he came back and he crushed it in Long
Wow,
Legs.
Orderlies made $10 million.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Nice.
I wonder what that
they
is.
Rest in
should.
peace to Prince Marky D.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me say, Ash, you should watch Denzel in Mo Better Blues.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, let's see. I threw out the like random ones.
That
but
was
those.
good.
The Melbourne Blues is absolutely
Oh,
far
press your
superior.
voice first. I was wrong.
Because he licks his lips a lot.
No chapstick on set.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to see Denzel like that. He feels very fatherly to me. when I see him.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
you gotta see Young Denzel, buddy.
Young Denzel was the most handsome man in
Yeah,
America
that was-
in GQ. One of those.
That's it. Him because
Oh,
and then
man.
Old Better Blues was him just fly and stylish and
Mhm.
like he had the A
It's a
t-shirt all the
DICK.
time on,
Hey.
just looking cool.
Just
Oh
so
my gosh.
why is this? Why was this font so popular with black movies?
Oh, no, I don't even have to look at it. I know what you're talking about.
Mo Better Blues is a dope movie.
It's a really good movie.
Mo Better Blues.
Yeah.
It was a really great movie.
It was.
Was it just one guy like, hey, like,
Hey, I got an idea. guys.
hey,
We're gonna use these fun colors, lots of
Yeah.
like
Which-
deep.
You know, I feel like those
ovals.
Spike used to like to use a lot of the same people, though.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was
So I
one.
wouldn't be
He's one of
surprised.
those directors.
He was just kind of getting the same designer.
Oh, absolutely! Like everybody, I'm sure that was.
Well, I mean, he and Wesley Snipes, they went at it a lot in Mo Better Blues, you know, but because they were in a quartet and everything.
For sure.
So Denzel had his horn. That's why he had to lick his lips a lot. So it just had all the sexiness coming out and stuff. It was cool.
Samuel L. Jackson was in it.
Yeah, he was. He was like a gangster type of person.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't in with the sexy band people. But back then they all went to school together, so they
For
were
sure.
real cool.
Oh yeah, they,
Wow, I really have. It's been such a long time since I've seen one.
Also, shout out to Spike Lee's sister.
Who looks exactly
Joy Lee.
like? What was there was a man on
Joie,
Phillies,
Joie.
Is it Joy?
Joie.
Joy.
It's
Joie.
pronounced
Joie.
joie, something like
Joie.
that.
Wow. Ooh, fancy.
Noted Knicks fan and amazing director Spike Lee.
no.
Yeah, there's an episode. There's a
Very wordy IG post.
There's an episode of In Living Color where Men on Films was making fun of Mo Better Blues. And it was like,
Hated it.
give it up to little Spikey. Putting his hands all on Denzel.
Shout out to those Wayans brothers, who were apparently supposed to be getting back together for something that Marlon Wayans won't.
No, they did. They talked
he
about
say?
it. They got a Scary Movie back. The
That's what it
franchise.
was.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I could do
Wow.
without another one of those.
Somebody needs some money.
That's true. Mama Josefi, do you have any geeky thing that you have done within the past few weeks that you want to talk about?
Probably the most geeky thing was coming up with at PocketCon. I went as a leopard lady.
Okay.
I was a leopard lady, and Elgin kept telling people. And my mom decided to come as a kitty cat. No.
Yeah, no, I met you at the front desk. You had complimented me on my my glasses chain.
I was like, dude.
I
Oh,
was like-
really?
I was like, oh, it's Miss Earth the kid.
He was like, she came as a cat. One time she said a cat. One time he said cat. Another time he said kitty cat. But the fact of the matter is, at my age, I decided to come totally dressed out to my son's affair.
Very
So,
cool. Very cool.
he can be considered the geek of the family. So then I started doing geeky. I started doing geeky things with him, whereas I had all the girls first, and he was the youngest. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
She also went to her first Bulls game today.
Yeah, but that wasn't geeky.
Clearly, I thought that was just.
That wasn't geeky. That
I
was
thought you
like
were just
whoa.
representing.
That was whoa. But at the game, they had these little kids who had these little round things that they put up to say my first game.
Oh,
But they were
yeah.
little kids, so
Yeah.
their parents bring them to their first game. And I was like,
You could have got one of
want
those.
I wish they would have given me one.
Yeah, you can always. It don't matter what age. You can
It
get
was
one of
my
those.
first game.
Cause like we got one, like I got one for my partner and her kid. Like that was for the White Sox game. They had both never been to a game, and we just both took them both to the customer area. They both got buttons and like folders and
Yeah.
stuff. They hooked them up.
Nice.
Listen, you're never too old to get that button.
Yeah, I was
I
kind
still
of
never
hyped.
used
I had a
those
good time though. Really good time.
What? Okay,
Mm.
we gotta get you the Bulls.
I've
game.
never been to a Chicago sports game.
Oh, not a baseball games, dude.
I haven't been to any
You go for
games
free to
either.
a White Sox game. Reggie's on Sundays. They
Mhm.
they give you a free. They give you a ticket, and it's like $10 for the all you can eat buffet.
Nice.
Yeah,
If it's
we
your first
totally-
game or in general.
Just in general for Reggie's. That's the whenever the Sox play home games on Sunday. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
should,
Yeah.
yeah, we should totally go because also their
Shout out
wings
to
are.
Reggie.
Let's
I was
forget
a
about the
bouncer
wings,
at
dude,
Reggie's
for
for a
$10.
short period of time.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was a bouncer at Reggie's for a while.
Yeah, one of my buddies is he actually does the art for the buses.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Very
like
cool.
we're kind of
The good old Reggie's.
That's cool.
bus.
yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, I'm gonna take you. We're going to a baseball game since you guys haven't gone to the actual.
Oh yeah.
I've been to a baseball game, a basketball game.
Yeah,
Get us some fucking Reggie's wings.
Yeah,
Come on,
I
man.
enjoy baseball. I don't know if I've ever told anybody that, but yeah.
I do too. Like I don't like that it's gotten faster.
Yeah.
It's kind of taking
You talking about
away.
what you just said?
baseball.
Oh,
Baseball's got faster. They have a clock now.
nice.
Like I'd like to go. I'd like to
'Cause I
actually
hate the
visit
slowness
like
of baseball.
the Cincinnati. I have to go visit like the ballpark in Cincinnati and Cleveland. Like I want to go to those games.
Good old
too.
Jacob. It's not called Jacob's Field.
It's not called the Jake anymore?
It's progressive as far as
Man, I'm still calling it
the
the
Jake.
Jake, just like
Yeah.
I call Comiskey still. It's still the Jake.
I
I'm
don't
not
like-
about to say.
And what's the
progressive field.
Great American Ballpark? That's the one in Cincinnati. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think it's Great American. Yeah.
Great American. Yeah, it's called that. It's fine.
I don't like all the financial companies buying.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
They
It's,
don't come up
it's
with
always
good names.
Comiskey forever. You know. I mean,
Crypto.com arena. Like what?
crypto. Yeah, no, that's still weird.
Yeah.
Like, and they got sued. they're in court right now.
Well, we got Mama Haseffi's blurred out. Next, let's get Elgin's blurred out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Elton, tell me about your first baseball game.
Ooh,
How old were you?
How old was I when I went to my first baseball game?
You want to see the Cardinals?
Cardinals game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely it was a Cardinals
Mhm.
game.
Yeah. You have a beer?
Huh?
Helping figure out that age thing.
I think I was. Was I 5 or 8?
We was
I
five.
was 5. Yeah.
Oh wow,
You only five.
a Ute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the same age I went to my
Straight
first
up
baseball
youth.
game. Yeah.
Youth at the time. It was
Mhm.
beautiful, amazing. You know what I mean? Been a Cardinals fan ever since.
Hmm.
Cardinals saved my life one time. You know what I mean? I went to school on a school day. And
Good
it
day
was
to go to
snowing.
school.
Did I know? I was crying. I was locked out, and the only thing I remembered is that the only thing I remembered was that the police officers used to give me baseball cards. And I went to the station. That was the only reason I felt comfortable to go to the police
Yeah,
station.
police before
Mm.
9/11.
And then my mama got a call. And then they called my mama at work, and yeah. Mhm.
Oh, you had to tell that's the
Oh, you know that
bad mom story.
Yeah.
She said tell the baseball story, not that one.
Not the bad
We
Yeah,
all
that
agree on
that was kind of a random segue. I was like, that's not a baseball story.
Like it was like the Cardinals saved my life.
Mhm.
mom. Okay.
I've been forgotten at school before. I think we all
Yeah, me
have.
too.
Yeah.
I got detention.
Yeah, like before cell phones, you couldn't like you be sitting there waiting like is she ever
It's
coming?
just like,
Mhm.
right.
It's like-
No. It was during it was like a snow day, and I went to school.
Oh, and then you couldn't get back in
And then
the
I
house.
didn't know what to do.
Yeah. My neighbors
go
used to bail
home.
me out. in that situation.
One of them days, but it was all good. Yeah, blurting out. Let me see here. What did I do this week? Yeah, I just had a big comic book convention.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, woo! I
Gang,
too
gang.
am wearing my pocket con
PC
t-shirt.
gang.
Yeah.
There's also a pocket count shirt over there.
There is a podcast shirt.
I
over
think
there.
that's my pocket count shirt.
Yeah.
I have no idea why I'm here today, besides the fact my mom wanted to also be here, and I'm also extremely sick. But real talk, I'm just going to say that I was very happy. I wrote a statement. I
Mm.
did.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm going to read my statement that I had helped, that ChatGPT helped me write.
Incredible.
I love ChatGPT, man.
Okay.
Let me see what is that.
Ahem.
Today,
Can't
I
handle it.
wake up feeling both exhausted and full of gratitude. I cannot let another day pass without thanking everyone who came out and shared their energy, love, appreciation, and pure joy at PocketCon 2024.
Mhm.
First, I want to personally thank the Harold Washington Library staff for their
Mhm.
incredible support in making this event possible, to all the PocketCon volunteers, especially our dedicated board members who
Mhm.
work tirelessly to bring this event to life. I truly love and appreciate you all. A huge thank you to all the amazing artists who showed up and showed out with their incredible work. It was truly an honor to share this space with you. It is enough fun. To our phenomenal performers, Shai Tulani, the Avantis, the Microphone Misfits, and DLD Dance Crew, you all brought such an amazing energy to the stage.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your workshop leaders, including Papa Bear, Natalia, DJ Monty. They all did great workshops and worked with what we had to we had some hiccups, but everything went there. So thank you for your creativity and your dedication. You all did a great job. Special thank you to Paul E. Niedermeyer.
Yes.
And Michael Dupree for leading the Game Creators Workshop. And a heartfelt shout out to the new father, Dominic Stockman, aka D Nick.
Yeah.
Wait, the baby's here?
Huh?
The baby's here?
Yeah.
No, yes. The baby is
Baby,
here.
baby came with Thursday. Was it Thursday?
Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Literally the day before PocketCon.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't realize the baby was that because he
That's
was
why
there.
it was such a shock
He was
that he
helping us
made
pack
it.
bags on
He
what
said
was
it
that,
on
Tuesday?
stage too. He said it on stage. He was like, "I bet you ain't expect to see me."
I did not. I was
no.
legitimately like, yo, like I was like, yo.
Nah,
Wait, was she
not.
going into labor when we was packing bags?
Pretty
Pretty
much.
much, yeah.
Oh wow!
You know, like she was in the hospital.
Yeah, but say the entire time.
Yeah, and then he still showed up to pack bags or whatever. She knows his life, man. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
great.
she's
I
a
don't know
real
why I
woman.
had in my mind that she was only like a couple months pregnant.
No.
Yeah, I went to the baby shower and she was ready.
Well, no, because like
Ready.
when did we have D Nick on last? It was like what in October?
It wasn't that long ago.
Actually, it was sooner. It was sooner than that. It was
Yeah.
very late.
You
Very
know,
soon, not too long ago.
Yeah, it takes like 9 months from what I hear, Ashley.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't announce it, so I thought it was like an early announcement.
Oh,
of,
you're not in the chat group.
I'm not. Yeah, it's okay. I don't feel left out. I just didn't have the timeline right. So I'm like, I just heard about her being pregnant. What you mean?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's going to be a whole teenager.
I know. Like Natalie's baby. I still haven't seen Natalie's baby.
Really?
It's a cute baby.
The
Yeah.
baby looks exactly like Natalia. Like it's just a mini little Natalia. It looks like exactly like her.
Her mini me. Oh, so cute.
It's 100% a mini me. Okay. Anyway, lastly, we will to express our gratitude to our sponsors, First Aid Comics, Graham Cracker Comics, especially Print Ninja. They printed all of our flyers and banners and stuff like that. Blick Art and Materials and many more for supporting PocketCon's 13th years. If you have any, this stuff like if you have people who have photos and stuff like that, just send it to us. But anyway,
hey, what was the prompt you put in for that?
Oh, I wrote most of it actually,
Ah.
and then I just had ChatGPT clean it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was like the prompt was, "Hey, clean up this message that I'm about to like put together right now." And I do most of the work, and then ChatGPT goes, "Here's a clean version of
Your
what you
editor,
just said."
yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was great. I was just super like appreciative to everybody that came out. That's kind of been all I've been doing for the past like week since the last show, is just kind of getting this thing prepared. The other thing that I'm kind of blurring out about is I'm a good 95% done with the Stomping Grounds Literary Arts Initiative website. It's looking really, really great. When you get an opportunity, it is live, but I'm not like we didn't have like a party for it or anything yet. But it's sglai.org. It's very much almost done. I just need a little 1 or 2 more things that need to be tweaked, but it's pretty much ready to go. Yeah, it's SGLAI.
LAI.
Yeah.
This
For Stomping Grounds Literary Arts Initiative.
.org.
God.
Rock. It's gonna be my DJ.
Yeah, there you go. That rock.
This one right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Boop.
Oh,
Yep.
the boom bop bam.
There it is.
All right.
Something that you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I ain't, you know I ain't
Yeah.
saying. Come on, boy. You know what I'm saying? My boy is spitting. But yeah, man, it's really kind of getting there, and I think one of the dopest things about like finally having like a website is like it's for the organization in particular. It's seeing all the work that's been I've been putting in with this new organization for the past 3 years on my own. Like now have a space to be like, this is what it is. This is what we've been doing, and working on like the resource pages and all that. Yeah, man, look at that. Come on.
that cool guy.
Come on, somebody.
Be careful being a CEO.
Hey, now, you know what I'm saying? With the fur coat, you know what I'm saying?
I see.
You know, sure, you know what I'm saying? You see the fur. Did you see the fur? You know what I'm saying? Well, the upcoming event was actually PocketCon, so that was up there. So that's cool. But yeah, man, just really excited about that. I guess the other thing that I'm low-key still blurting out about, Mike Dupree, who is a huge X-Men fan, did not watch X-Men 97. So
Why not?
I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie.
His excuse was he gonna say I was waiting to watch it with the homies. Like, man, you lying. Come on. it was like
Tell us the truth.
He's like, I really just didn't get a chance to get around to it, anything like that. So we actually watched up to episode 5. And for those of y'all that know episode 5,
Which one was episode 5?
Is that Janelle show?
Remember it?
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Ooh, I'm about to make a nap of myself here.
Yeah, man. And it was one of them situations where it was like, oh man, like it was fun watching someone else geek out about the show.
Yeah.
And like seeing those feelings, like every time something new or like something got, like he just really kind of went off. It was like, So I was like, yeah, man, it was great. It was great to rewatch it. Then I already poured him like some whiskey for the beginning of episode 5. I was like, yeah, dog, you don't need this. He's like, what? I was like, because also I forgot just how much episode 5 throws you off, because it starts off with just like a nice chill vibe. We're doing this stuff here. We having a good time, and then when it gets you, it gets you. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a good time though? The episode before was a good time.
I'm talking about episode 5 itself. Like it starts off as a good time. You know what I mean? Like
I thought the entire episode was a good time.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was feeling for Remy having to deal with Rogue.
Yeah, I was about to say them dancing around in the sky.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, in front of his salad. Like, come on now.
It was having look. It was not what you thought it was gonna be.
What do you mean? No, what if you? As an X-Men fan, they can't have a good time.
This is
They
true.
just can't.
You right. You right.
They just can't have a good time.
It's true. But yeah,
Because something even worse happens in the comics, like in that same vein,
yeah.
like during the Krakoa era, and it's just as like heart wrenching. It's just like, man, we can't have nothing.
I will say though, Jubilee had a good time in her episode.
Oh, she 100. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing actually.
What, the
I'm
video
talking
game
about,
one?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking
the
about,
video
like,
game episode.
I'm saying specifically that episode. I'm not talking about the series as a whole. I'm talking about just like on episode 5, the remembered episode.
Yeah, no, I'm talking in terms of the X-Men can never have no fun. Jubilee had a nice day.
She had a better day than
X-Men
tend to have.
I mean, it was
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good time, man. It was just fun to watch somebody else balance off and be excited about the show, which made me even more.
In someone else's.
Yeah. That's why I watched reactors.
I haven't gone back to it. I think I watched it all the way through once, and I think I watched. If I liked the episode, I watched it again. But after that, I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah, me either. And that's why it was fun to go back and watch it again. I was like, oh man, I think I went back maybe twice, but not all the way through. Like watch 1 or 2 episodes, but going back to watch it again, it was like, yeah, man, this is still just as good as the first time I watched it. And I'm just like, it was, it was dope. Like rewatching it again, it was a lot of fun too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Going like it's honor having my mom here. Supporting. Actually, one of my mom's best friends and work partner, who's a director, Miss Thomasina, came from St. Louis literally just to come to PocketCon.
Nice.
Jumped on the bus to come to the convention, and jumped on the train to come to the convention, and then left and went right back on the train.
Nice.
Like,
Incredible.
I mean, she was on the train with Mennonites. And Mennonites don't smell good.
But I don't know, man. It was a real big honor. Shout outs to Rhyme Fest who showed up as well too.
Yeah.
He didn't wear his Black Panther outfit.
He did not wear it. I was a little disappointed. I thought he was gonna wear it. Apparently, he was supposed to dress up as Blade.
That would be awesome.
Happy holidays, Chicagoland.
Oh, I didn't know you were.
Hi,
We're going.
What is happening?
The
was so
website.
quiet
When you
before.
go to the blog, when you go to resource area, they do show like little
So
videos.
very
Yeah.
well put together website.
Yeah, shout out to Rhyme Fest for like buying a bunch of stuff from First Aid too. Like
Nice.
he definitely supported us.
That be the homie. That be the homie. Shout out to Rhyme Fest. Rhyme Fest also met my mom.
I want to add too that I was happy that my friend came and she made her own original costume, and then
What did she dress up as?
Sage. She made up her own character.
Her own
as
character. That
Sage.
was
Nice.
cool as hell.
And she had on her kente cloth and all that
Nice.
stuff. She made everything, and all the stuff came from Ghana.
Very cool.
And she said that she was represented wisdom, and she be trying to get wisdom out of people. And if you don't want to act like you gonna give it, she gonna try to draw it out of you anyway.
Come on now.
But she came in third
Then
place.
she waited, but say she won like
She
she won
came
like,
in third place
yeah.
for original costume.
Original costume. There it is. Like I think she won original costume.
I love that. I love that it's also showing the variety of ages for cosplaying. Need
Because
more
she
of that.
said I'm from the older crew. She said not old, but he's older. I'm like, girl, who cares?
Like, you still look good, girl. Who cares how old you are?
Like, don't crack unless you do it, baby.
True.
Incredible.
All right. But yeah, that's pretty much
Unless
it.
you
y'all,
smoke
know,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Unless you smoke that rock, you won't grind. All right. Yeah, that's it. Shouts to the Bulls, even though they lost.
Did they? Okay, that's it. Did they win or they
Them
lose?
niggas lost.
I
Fuck
mean,
it.
Who they
it was
play?
the Sixers.
Oh yeah, they lost to Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embiid was back.
We'll
I
let you
mean, what
know.
he won?
Hey, yo,
what you
man.
think?
Yeah.
Also, we were like on the 5th row, man. It was a great seat.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I consider it's not a bad seat. I consider.
You know what I mean? It was a great
Yeah.
seat. All right,
Like-
yeah, man, it was a really, really good seat. And shout outs to what was Smith's first name? I don't remember Smith's first name.
Will Smith?
Will Smith?
No, he's a
Granny Smith?
he's stop. You didn't help.
John Smith.
You know what?
I was waiting for you to
Jaden
finish.
Smith.
What-
Jaden Smith, actually. I
It was
talking about
Jaden Smith?
It was Jaden
Ha
Smith.
ha.
Yep, yeah. Jaden Smith. You know what I'm saying? He's an icon living.
He is.
He is.
Wait, what?
Did he show up in a white?
What? I was
Batman
like, was it the
suit?
Bulls game or something?
No, it was a Bulls player. His last name is Smith. Cannot remember it, but he was trash when he came in. Like he was,
Oh.
but then he turned it around. He made like the half court shot
I
right
have
at
no clue.
halftime.
Let's say I have no clue about half the Bulls players now because it's so random.
The only reason I told my mom this, the only reason I know who the Bulls players are is because I was playing 2K, and then they drafted half of them dudes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, get him White. You know what I mean? That was my boy.
that's so funny.
Kobe White.
Kobe
Yeah.
White, that's
Kobe
the homie.
White.
That's the
I didn't know
homie.
that one.
You know what I'm saying? He's good on assists and threes. I know this because
I
he's
use
on
him in
I use
2K.
him in 2K. You know
I
what
use
I'm
him in
saying?
2K.
Shout out to Zach Levine. I was like, that's my boy right there.
Yeah, they
Know what
gonna
I'm
trade him
saying?
Hey,
soon.
DJ Locari.
Yeah, I'm
Pass
done.
your blurred out.
That's it. Oh, pass it.
Yes.
I'll pass it to Ashley.
Ash got him. Where is it? Here.
Blurt it out.
All right, go for it.
So outside of PocketCon, I did put one of the assistants, one of the volunteers on. I forget his name. If he's in the chat, he may or may not be. But I told him about BlurdDotRadio,
Hey.
and he said that he found out about PocketCon through Kenny at First Aid.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
I
was
was
like-
thinking his I forgot his name, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's a member, and he's a Magic the Gathering player. So I see
Yeah,
that.
and he mentioned there was like he knew some kids that he could have put on the PocketCon if he had known earlier, stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I was like, oh yeah, Kenny does a Twitch stream with the creator of PocketCon on Sundays. You should check it out. So
Why are you saying it like that? Like you're not part of
Right,
Wait,
bro.
I was like, wait, why are you saying it like that?
I'm saying that just in telling the story to you guys, because I told him like me,
She doesn't tell the cool
Kenny,
kids about us.
and
I know
the
that,
creator
but
of
I don't
PocketCon
know.
and it's gonna be
It's like
there.
you can say I too. I'm part of this.
well,
podcast.
because in the context of the conversation, when he mentioned you, I was like, oh yeah, I do a Twitch stream with Kenny and the creator of PocketCon, so you should watch that too. Blah blah blah. But yeah, that was like their first PocketCon. He really enjoyed it. You know, like a lot of people who don't know about PocketCon are like so excited to know about it after the fact. They're like, Dad, why didn't I know about this before? I'm like, yeah, it's been around for like 10 years, but it's also a pleasant surprise too when you just see PocketCon pop up somewhere, because y'all have been like all the different museums at this point, so it's like almost like a pop-up festival in itself. So it's really cool to see people who also appreciate the vision that Elgin has put out there and put his blood, sweat, tears, money into. And I'm happy I can be a part of it in any little way that I can.
I'm very softly clapping.
Yeah. But out of PocketCon, I want to keep it a positive blurred out, because I actually had to leave the house twice this weekend, and y'all know I
You had to go outside
I went outside
Twice in a 48-hour period of time. Oh my
I
God.
know.
Ashley,
Now,
Ashley,
thankfully,
Ashley, are you okay? How are you? How are your
look, I
knees?
took a nap. I took a nap.
Did you put the
so
icy hot on? Are you okay?
All right,
I turned the heater on and took a nap, but like two days in a row, I got to get up before like 9 to make sure I'm where I need to be.
that I don't.
I know. Pray for me, y'all.
So yeah, I mean, I have to go to work every day before it, so I get it.
Yeah, but I mean, now that
it's not fun.
I work from home now though, so as long as I have internet connection, I can just roll over and do my work when necessary. But it's neither here nor there. It was my friend's birthday.
How many birthdays?
Yesterday.
Okay.
And this year he actually had like official invites of sorts. Like he was actually saying like, hey, can you RSVP by this time? I'm trying to do XYZ. And I'm like, all right, he's actually giving me enough head notice that I will confirm. I was hesitant though, because he wanted to get brunch at Batter and Berries.
Oh, I had Batter and Berries this weekend. It was
so
alright.
good.
Yeah. Quick summary: Batter and Berries is alright. I had
It's
the
decent.
salmon and croquettes.
Wow, I liked it.
It's fine. Like,
I'm not big on
where I'm
waffle
like-
French toast and all
Oh, yeah,
that.
but I say I
The
am.
omelets were pretty okay.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like
they're French
I'm
toast.
sure the French toast is probably what really puts them on the map.
Oh,
They
yeah,
have
it's
such
the
variety and
vertical
everything. But for what I had, I'm not mad. It's hearty. I got leftovers. My concern though was just it's a small Black-owned business, so it's like and
It's
it's
the most black owned.
Yeah, it is.
yeah. The owners of Omega Sci-Fi, like my grandfather.
No, my
And-
father was a Q.
Oh, look at that!
What's the sign, Mike? What's the Q sign?
Do
I'm about to do it.
hands
I'm
up.
like,
Yeah, what are you doing? Why would you do that to him? Why would you?
My
Either
dad-
way,
Oh Lord.
When the time
the spot is busy, and my friend was trying to have like 15 people in this spot. When I looked at
Oh
the
no,
invite
dude, you
list.
can't have that many people in that spot.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell, what are you doing?
He invited like 15 people to go to Batter and Berries on a Sunday.
Oh, on their
And-
busiest day.
Yeah. So like when I saw that, I was already like, I don't see how this is gonna work. And you can't make reservations.
Yeah,
to
but I'm
Batter and
saying you
Berries.
can't. Like, why would he think he should have 15 people in a place you can't make reservations to? Like, I was like, well, yo,
Sometimes
what
you
are
gotta
you
make
doing?
mistakes and learn.
Yeah.
Nah,
and
somebody like that means you ain't got no real friends because somebody should have been like,
Well,
hey, G, that's not how that
I-
works.
Listen,
Sorry, I can't. I
would-
can't. I
no,
can't
no,
allow
I-
stupid to happen.
Had no
I'm the
friends.
same. Like, but again,
Like,
I've been in therapy, and it's like you got to give people more grace. And I'm like, I gotta. This is his thing. I'm gonna show up and support. Let me do that.
How'd it go?
But just as I suspected,
mm-hmm.
this nigga wasn't even on time. Now he told all of us to show up at 11 a.m.
And batter's embarrassment play about moving you
They
out of
do.
there if
They
you're
want at
late.
least half your party there, right?
Mm.
So I got there early,
Mm.
10:45, because on early is on time is late, and late is fired. I live by that, and I'm black. I don't like running on CP time. I don't like living up to that type of that stereotype. But I get there, and like me and like 3 of his other friends are also already there. He's nowhere in sight. One of his friends is calling to see where he is. I'm texting him to let him know, like, yo, you need to get here and put your name on at least the waiting list. No response. The one friend that called him actually had his family with him. He had his wife and their like 3-year-old daughter. And he's like, yeah, I've gone out with Arlander. Oop, I already dropped his name. Hey, Arlander, if you're watching, you probably not. I've hung out with him. I've hung out with him before, and he's been 40 minutes late to the point where we already had dinner by the time he arrived. And I'm like, but yet here you are, still showing up after the last time he invites you out somewhere and he's late, but you here on his birthday. Like, I couldn't help but admire the people who actually, knowing how he is in being timely, still showed up and stuck around, including my damn self. Because I got there at 10:45. We actually didn't end up getting seated to like 1.
Hell yeah! See, exactly. Like y'all can't out. Hell no.
And so, and like I said,
I'm going to IHOP. Like fuck that. Like we just
look, that's what someone says. Is like, man, we should have gone to IHOP. People are like, maybe I should just go to McDonald's, get me something, because like folks are hungry. It's brunch, so it's like you already trying to like make room for the food.
Not that serious.
Well, the friend that had his family there, he actually he was like, well, I'm gonna just put my name down and feed my baby because she getting cranky. So by the time,
though, like even if you RSVP, you gotta stand outside. Like you're not.
Yeah, it's standing room only.
That's why I'm like, why? That's why I'm like amazed. You said you waited, because if I gotta wait outside, we're out of there. Like, hey,
yeah,
no way.
It's not warm.
I would say that today was actually a pleasant day. It was like 45 degrees out,
but still,
I know. If it was colder than that, I would have definitely dipped. But between the weather being fairly pleasant and like his friends that were there and us just kind of chatting it up and everything, it's like I'm already here and I'm already hungry. Whatever, I'll just stay. And so all his other friends showed up too. Was like, nigga, where's you? You said 11 o'clock. Where the fuck you? He eventually texted me back a half hour later, talking about, can you put my name down?
What?
I already did. I put your name down.
What are you? Why? No.
Like, my mentality at first was like, look,
that's not.
I was like, I'm gonna put his name down, and I'm about to just dip, because like I was about to just put his name down, put his phone number and stuff in there, and like anyone who else showed up, maybe they could at least get a table, and I'm gonna just leave. But
that's wild.
Yeah, half an hour later, oh, I'm en route, nigga.
To your party.
To your party at a place that you can't make RSVPs, standing room only. But this is what I get for giving people grace.
True.
But in all, out of the 15 people he invited, about 13 people were actually there. You know,
the food though.
Yeah.
The food was okay.
Let's look at the plus.
That's what I'm saying. Like for all that, you said the food was okay. You waited all that time.
No, I told y'all up front. I told y'all up front the food was okay.
Yeah, but then you told us how long you waited. You said you were there from 10:45 until 1.
You got to put it in the sandwich. You get the good news, the bad news, and then the
good. Listen, Ash. Sometimes, like if you gotta text us when you're in a situation like this, we'd be like, "Yo, we gotta go. Just leave."
Yeah.
I would have been like, as soon as you told me, I was like, "Leave. Don't tell him. Don't tell him you put in a reservation in for him. Don't wait. Ask how much longer he gonna be. Go and get you something to eat." Because
like I said, if it wasn't for
the inconsiderate thing I've ever heard in my life. Like,
if it wasn't
what are you doing? Like, how are you RSVPing people and then you don't show up? That's nasty work.
Again, if it wasn't for the other folks who were already there and us just chatting, I would have. But I already told her. I told him,
nice
like,
to see you all, but this is bullshit. Like,
I'm like, it's by the time he arrived, his friend with the kid was like leaving because they had finished eating, and he had reason to stay because he actually had, well, not stay, but like he had a gift for him, so it worked out that like as he's finishing his food, he's showing up. He's like, "Hey, good to see you. Happy birthday. Here's your gift. We out." But it's shocking to me too to just like here are people that are showing up for you in mass.
Literally showing up.
I was kicking myself being 15 minutes late volunteering for PocketCon. And that was out of my control. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm late. I said I would be there at noon. Nobody
He must just
cared.
be really cool, huh? Like he's just got like the gift of gab or something.
No,
Yeah,
well,
Because what is happening?
social butterfly. He's definitely like that stereotypical idea of a Sagittarius.
Hey, hold on now. I'm a Sagittarius.
Very-
Hold on now, big.
very-
Hold on, player. Hold on now,
Very-
player. Like
Kenny, I am
hold
too.
on now,
Kenny,
Bruce.
I am. That's why I said the
I was about to say, aren't they
stereotypical
like a
one, the
week
one that's
Right. They're
always
both Sagittarius.
always gotta
Yeah.
be traveling somewhere. Like, no.
Say it again, Ashley. I'm sorry.
I was saying he's the stereotypical one, the very like shallow description of what a Sagittarius is. Wanderlust, loves to travel, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, the way they be describing Sagittarius is, I'm like, well, maybe I'm not a Sagittarius because I don't align with half this shit outside of wanting to travel every now and then, and I plan that a month in advance, if that. But anyway, so that was my morning.
Oh, that
I'm
was
probably not doing any more invites from him
Wait.
because
yeesh.
That was his
God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his move.
Day, yes.
Wow.
the whole day, not. Oof. But in better news, something that I'm actually geeking out on. Dochi was on the Colbert show this week,
And her tiny desk was really good too. I don't like
and her tiny desk. Oh, so good, so good. I love that I discovered Dochi, or my friend put me on to Dochi. Yeah, like from Yucky Blucky Fruitcake to Boom Bap. Like, I love seeing the growth that she's made.
For sure.
I would love to get your
It's-
opinion on what you think about Doji, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said what? What
I would
think-
love at some point to get your opinion on what you think of the artist.
Show her the Colbert shows.
Yeah, well, I'll
performance.
show you later. I don't think we show it now.
Like even looking at like the comment section, because I'm thinking like, what are the Colbert show audience gonna be saying about Doja? They don't know nothing. Because like watching it, you did not hear the audience at all. And to be fair, I haven't watched a lot of like Colbert performances to know how hyped the audience be getting, but they were quiet the whole time.
They're not a concert audience for sure.
But I appreciate that because like the production they put into it, like her choreo, the set design, immaculate. Loved it. And even in the comment sections, people are like, I'm a white woman living in Italy and I love this.
Why do white women
okay.
have to announce themselves like that?
Well,
I am a white woman.
yeah, I mean, I get it.
This is
great for you.
fantastic.
Right. I guess it's just to show that, like,
okay, that's
this
cool.
might not be for me, but I see the vision too.
I don't like
But
it.
it's like, I appreciate that other people are appreciating Dochi and her craftsmanship. Like, Nissan Altima, like, she's like, who was it? Busta Rhymes was like on her Instagram. It was like fire. Like,
Busta Rhymes definitely gives it up to good artists.
yeah, love it. So kudos to Dochi. I think she's only 24. It's crazy
Really?
young folks out there. Yeah, she's young.
Was Dochi the one that did the video with just like pasty?
When she was, when she's
the
naked.
one that you were like, you should show this on the show, and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, like her and all the backup dancers are basically like
butt-ass
naked Barbie dolls, but like it's not sexual. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
all right.
Okay, sure,
all right.
yeah, sure.
Y'all watched it?
I
Y'all
did.
watched it. Did
I
you think
did.
that was sexy?
It was not something I think Twitch would let us get away with.
Well,
Even though
just
everything's
because
covered up, just
yeah, I know because of the nudity, but in terms of like
you know, the nudity.
the lens that she was doing everything in, it did not come across as like I'm trying to entice the viewer. It was like,
I mean, it
I'm
doesn't
naked
matter.
and I'm dancing.
It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
like, too, because they use an algorithm. That
Yeah.
no. I'm not talking in terms of why it should be allowed on Twitch. I'm talking to you guys as viewers.
Oh,
Did
gotcha.
y'all see it as sexy?
there was a bunch of naked women dancing.
Yeah,
It's hard to detach sex from that.
Okay, all right. Well,
If they were
I
just standing still, that's one. If it was like a still life photograph, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if you're like shaking around,
okay. Well, as a woman, I didn't necessarily see it as like sexy
I
because
guess I have to
like
watch this video because I have no context. I'm just kind of like Like, huh?
You might have to find it on like X videos. I don't know. if
Nah,
you-
it's still on YouTube.
Is it on YouTube?
Why you say you
Shout
gotta
out to
find it on
YouTube.
X-
Because I thought
Yeah.
YouTube shut it down for a while.
YouTube be showing. Like-
No, they shut down Janelle Monáe, Lipstick Lover.
Hmm.
They shut that one down, and no one was naked in Lipstick Lover. No, that's a
Hmm.
lie. There was someone in body paint in
I was
Lipstick
about to say there was some pretty suggestive stuff.
Oh no, there was like dildos and body
Yeah,
painted
yeah.
women.
There was nudity in the original version.
Yeah, but
Mm.
Lipstick Lover was definitely more sexually leaning than
Mhm.
Crazy by
Yeah.
Doechii. But
Yeah.
yeah, love Doechii. She's nominated for a number of Grammys coming up. Her and Kendrick. I'm like, whew, why you gotta make me choose?
I like
Well,
giving
ain't gotta
credit.
choose.
I like giving credit to my friends who find an artist way before they're famous.
Mhm.
For example, one of my best friends, Kanan, when Jay-Z dropped his first album, was like, "This is my favorite rapper," and I was like, "That guy amongst all these people?" And he was like, "Yep."
He said,
10 years later, it was like, "Well, look at this."
Who was it?
You are.
well.
Jay-Z.
Oh.
You are definitely that person with
He's
Doechii.
not having a good day.
And like I said, I was put on by another one of my friends. She had showed me Yucky Blucky fruitcake, and I was like,
Yo.
I wasn't too impressed with Yucky Blucky fruitcake.
It
But-
sure did.
Spooky Coochie was the one that was like, all right, I gotta pay attention to this
Spooky
chick.
what?
You heard it.
Spooky Coochie.
You heard
They
it.
call
You
him
heard
Corbin
me.
now.
Whoa.
They call him Corbin now.
I don't know what that means.
But yeah.
Spooky Black's fire though.
But yeah, so that is my blurred out. If y'all haven't checked out Doechii yet, check out her EP Alligator Bites Never Heal. My favorites on that are Denial is a River and Catfish.
Nice. Well, thank you, Ash. Pass your blurred out.
Steve, why were you late? Could you blurring out on something?
No, I was just watching the end of the Bears game and grabbing
The
some
Bears.
food. The Bears.
Awful Bears. Game.
Awful
Why
Bears
would you do
game.
that
I
to
don't
yourself?
know, man. I don't know. I watched the Browns game.
But I
and
say,
the
you know
Bears
what? They
game.
had a good chance though. The Browns game was way fun.
Yeah,
At least
it
the Browns
was-
game was like.
It was until Jameson Winston always like fucking. throws
Listen,
the
I think the
interception.
problem is that people don't understand that Jameis Winston is a throwback to the classic gunslinger quarterback. You just gotta let him be Brett Favre, baby. Like that's what he's doing. Like he's gonna throw. Listen, I had him in a part. I had Njoku and Judy catching touchdowns because I knew like bro
he
gonna
had
throw.
to, yeah.
Bro's gonna sling it, and like
Yeah,
it's just you gotta understand he gonna throw 2 interceptions, 1 to 2, and maybe like
yeah. It's. But like they come at the wrong time.
always.
We're like right
always.
when you're about to come
right
back.
when you're ready to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't expect anything from the Browns at all.
But they're fun to watch.
But they're so fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't have that luxury.
the Bears are just like awful. Dude.
I can't believe you watched that game.
You know what the Bears had though?
What's that?
Walter Payton
Yeah,
and Mike Ditka.
yeah.
But that's about it.
You know
I
what the
mean,
Browns have had?
Brownie the elf. Brownie the elf,
Hey,
baby.
had-
Brownie the
We're the
elf.
only
We had
team with
Jim
a mythical
Brown.
creature.
Dog, y'all got a mythical creature, man.
Yeah,
Y'all ain't got no
mythical-
animals.
That's
Y'all be
great.
calling yourself the dog pound, but y'all got Brownie the elf, G.
There's a lot of things.
You know, it
going
would
on.
be great if we had success.
Listen, Brownie the
That
elf
makes
is forever my favorite
We,
mascot.
next season's our season.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We get that
Thank
tattoo
you.
right here. Maybe next year.
I have like a shirt. From,
Go
I have a
Browns.
brown shirt from like 2001 that says that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every single year.
But I have been speaking of Cleveland teams, I have been blurting out about the Cleveland Cavaliers,
Mhm.
who are, I believe, 20-3 right now.
Yeah, and they didn't beat the Celtics at some point.
They beat the Celtics. They lost twice to Atlanta, though.
Why are they losing to Atlanta of all teams?
Atlanta,
Because that's where the players play.
Oh, don't you
Come on now.
Well done.
Okay, okay.
Come on. No. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
My mom's proud of me.
As you should.
Aren't they all?
Aren't they all?
Aren't they all? Aren't they all?
Oh, right.
See, please continue.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm and then the related to basketball, I don't know if anybody has seen the edits of, I think they're mostly on TikTok, of the Family Guy to basketball highlights.
No.
So it'd be like a skit from Family Guy. The particular one I was thinking about is where Peter is playing a black kid in chess, and Peter says, "Point to the king, Darius." And then, and then the kid goes to point at the king piece, and then Peter grabs his finger and points it back around to him, and then they show Darius Garland highlights after that.
That is some wild, weird, random.
No.
Yeah. The other one I saw was Peter working the suicide hotline, and the guy's talking about killing himself because his wife cheated on him. And then Peter's like, why would you kill yourself? It seems like you should kill her. And then it goes to OJ highlights after.
Why? Why does it do that? He was a great football player.
Wow.
Through airports. He wore ice. Oh, that don't work no more.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Did I show you all the video of OJ with the OJ having like a yoga type of OJ
Yeah.
actually
Did a yoga
did a
video.
yoga video.
This is what I do to relax.
This is like
Yeah.
yes.
And it was like the same
Right,
year.
it was the same year.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
year as that happened. He had this yoga chick. We have fun here.
Yeah, but yeah, all that I've been like into in order. I've completely forgot about what's going to happen next year as far as the state of America.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It'll be.
it's gonna be. It's gonna have ups and downs.
It'll be.
It'll be
Yeah,
Yeah,
2025. It'll be.
It will be.
Yeah, 2020.
It will be 2026.
2025 to 2029 will
The
be.
best we
We're
can
gonna
hope for.
be. We're gonna
A
be.
year will
Oh
happen.
shit! I forgot it's 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
That'll feel like 40.
It's gonna
Mhm.
feel like 40.
Mhm.
I'm gonna age
Every
another
day is
10
going to
years.
feel like 4 years.
Yeah, that's the problem with my man. He wants to do something every day.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I just need him to just not do something once a week.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
yo,
yeah.
man.
Yes,
Give us a
once.
break.
That's how it was the first term.
Like he just
Absolutely.
He just did something every day, and I'm
Every
like,
day.
bro, like,
Like,
yo,
That is not your job as president.
right,
Is to
yeah.
be this
Yo,
active.
Take
a
take
break.
Saturday and Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Work 4 days
Nope.
a week. You know.
Like
I mean, I'm pretty sure he
I
doesn't
want
work
you to
much
like
at all.
this.
No.
Like he's the one president I don't want to work. Like
Yeah.
everybody else would be like, you could just
You
like
could do
look,
something, yeah,
like just sit there and wave.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta do nothing.
yeah, dude.
Ugh.
Good times though.
Uh,
America is, America.
Remember that time a million
Experiment.
people died under his watch from
Yeah.
this thing called COVID
That's
that he
Mhm.
told us not to worry about?
Mhm.
Hey,
I remember. You remember? I remember.
baby, I remember.
I remember.
When
Pepper
America
Farm
shut down
remember.
for-
Pepper Farm
When everybody
remember.
like
The
whenever,
North remembers.
whenever
Pepper's
some
Farm
friends who
remembers.
whenever like friends were like, hey, I'm voting for Trump, I was like, you mean the dude that told you to drink bleach?
Right.
Very
The
stupid.
man told you to drink bleach.
No, he said to inject it. It's different.
Right.
I had an
You
Uber
right.
driver who had a very thick accent tell me that he voted for Trump. And I made sure to say, like, yeah, man, all those immigrants that voted for Trump, pack your stuff.
Yeah.
I like how those-
Did you vote for him? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
he
That's...
literally said today that he's gonna turn over the 14th Amendment, which is the birthright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
So
job.
that affects like I don't know, at least like 6 out of 10 people I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I
Mhm.
It's sad. It's sad that people can be duped that easily.
yeah.
It's like what
It
you
wasn't
didn't,
even that
you didn't like
hard.
Kamala. And what he said to me is, I'm not going to throw my vote away. I just voted for Trump. And I was like, you could just
threw
not.
you throw your vote. You still threw your vote away.
He's going to throw you away.
Right. That's what
This is-
Right.
he's throwing you away, bro.
How did you drink that much of the Kool-Aid?
Or maybe they did drink bleach.
they might have
Maybe.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
ingested it. Ingested.
They did say COVID made people
COVID
dumb.
made people dumb.
Yeah.
It actually
Like,
does. Trick your brain.
Yeah. Like,
Damn, I didn't know that. I still haven't had it, so I'm good.
Hey.
yeah, listen, same here.
Yeah.
Hey, I
I
still
still got my sense of taste.
Yeah.
Alcohol shrinks your brain too.
Oh,
You're not
damn.
safe.
I'm still in the good. I'm still all right. I just smoke with lots of weed, so I'm all right. I haven't heard any breathing issues with marijuana, so. Ha ha.
Except for memory.
I remember getting up this morning and
Okay.
having a good ass day.
Okay.
So I think I'm all right. Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I laid out.
Okay, thank you. We got Kenny.
Speaking of memory, I too was at PocketCon, and I
Hey.
remember having a great time.
Oh no, wait, I haven't hit the button in a while.
Blur it out.
Blurt it out.
The space. Can we just talk about how beautiful the garden space
It
is
really
here in
is,
Washington
like,
Library? Like it's
It's freaking gorgeous.
yeah, and we had great weather, so like we got the sun in there for most of the day. Oh god, it was perfect. It was a really beautiful sight. The Microphone Misfits put on a hell of a show.
They always do.
Shout out to everybody who we were seated next to Paul Niedermeyer, and it was just so cool to see like so many folks just come up and appreciate him and like just talk about not even just Mortal Kombat, but everything else he worked on, and just like his time working in gaming. Like I didn't get a chance to like really like chat him up because he was busy. He had people. And then once he left for the conference, his conference, he was gone. I think almost for most of the time. Like I heard it was just must have been just that good because like we wanted to get over there, but like we couldn't really leave the booth. So hope that was a good time.
Yeah, a lot of people honestly with that talk, it was folks were asking more questions. Like people started off really shy in the beginning of what to say, but between Mike, Paul, and D-Nick, the conversation really became
That's
very
awesome.
well
That's
rounded.
great.
We had to tell them to leave. I was like, "Yo, man, good."
Yeah, no,
No,
there
y'all
were
having a good
like
time.
legitimately
Stop,
there were
guys.
there were people trying to like buy things from his booth like the entire time he was gone. Like I always find that to be incredible because like I think one guy was like, "I'll leave mine," and but like that, I mean, so that was really cool. So shout out to everybody. Once again, shout out to you, Elgin, on all the hard work you do
For sure.
to get this off the ground. So
All
much
the doo I do.
like, seriously, it's a lot that goes into getting this off the ground. So, as a board member,
The doo.
I followed it. I got you. I got it.
as a board member, the hard work we do and the hard work we see Elgin do, it's very much noted and appreciated.
For sure.
Let's see. Oh, so there's a Marvel version of Overwatch called Marvel Rivals.
I got
Okay.
it. I haven't played it, but I got it.
It is fun and it is free and
What?
When it's free, that means
Free.
well, it is obviously. I mean, but it also too. I mean, it's straight up an Overwatch.
Yeah.
But it's actually done with everybody's powers actually being connected to like their actual like abilities as whatever they are. So like Captain America, you know, you gotta utilize like punching, kicking, and throwing a shield. Or whereas with Iron Man, you like fly and like shoot everybody. But also Storm can like do weather stuff and like.
Also, it's not the 616 universe. Like it's like
no, it's
Magneto
it's
is
definitely.
old. I believe it's
So yeah, it's one of those games where like it's.
Is he sexy old though? Like X-Men 97?
I don't think
Hard to
so.
say.
He's just like rough looking. But
Rough like that.
I mean, yeah, whatever floats your boat, I don't care. But
Let me look. Let me see.
But I think it's one of those that, like it's like a techno universe because basically every character comes from a different universe to fight within this universe. So the characters are very like wide in the range. Like there's like Jeff the Shark and Penny Parker, and then of course you got Spider-Man, Iron Man.
They throw Deadpool in yet?
Ashley,
The way they've been cramming Deadpool into
Ashley,
like
please
everything.
no. I don't want to even think about
it's
that.
gonna happen.
You know he coming.
The Merc with
Too
the mouth.
popular not to.
See, it's like I know this thing. I know, okay, guys. Okay, guys, I know.
I was just asking if you was there. I didn't mean to trigger you.
Because that's the thing. Like y'all are late to the Deadpool like popularity party. Like that
no,
was.
no.
I'm not.
No, yeah, y'all are. I really need you to understand.
I
Like-
remember getting the X-Force with Deadpool.
Well, no, some of you like. I think in
I
terms
think
of
the
just like
majority of the world.
I was reading
Yeah, it was
Deadpool and
like-
Cable a while back. Like
that was Squirrel Girl's in it. And she's great. But that's the thing. Like this is actually the second coming of Deadpool because like Deadpool in comics
Yeah.
was very much popular further.
yeah.
Like way long. It's like okay.
I'm not
I've
taking that
I've just been
from
burnt.
the
I am
character.
just burnt out by it. Period. Ashley. Like
Yeah.
in
I
all
know,
forms of
I-
media. So it's just like yes, Deadpool will be there.
Yeah, I was
Wolverine
just
is,
asking
also
a cheeky
there, too.
question because
I mean,
he
I'm
is
sure he-
almost oversaturated. Not even almost. He is oversaturated.
He is
After
oversaturated.
Deadpool and Wolverine, the way Disney again has been shoving him into everything. I'm like,
They like money
I-
over there.
I
I
see. Like
know,
he's
but
already been shoved in everything. It's not even like they started.
I know,
It's
but
been
there's something
going
about Disney doing
for
it that
a
just makes it
decade.
worse. The Disney effect makes it worse somehow. I don't know how, but it does.
Nice.
I don't
And I
think
like him. I like Deadpool.
I don't think there's been a Disney effect. I don't think people understand that. Like he's always been there. He's always been.
He was in Marvel. I actually was just
everywhere.
rewatching the
Hey guys,
Marvel
stop-
versus
please don't.
Capcom.
I still stopped talking. I
I just said stop talking over each
I
other.
did, and then you kept going. I was
Who
listening
kept
to
going?
you did because I stopped talking.
I
And
just
you said
I popped in to say shut up, Kenny.
I haven't talked. I haven't said anything. He just told me to shut up when I wasn't talking.
We got it on camera. It's fine.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ashley. What was your thought before I get back to
No, I was just saying how I had just rewatched the Marvel versus Capcom 3 cinematic video, and it's
Yeah.
Dante versus Deadpool. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah,
he's
and
been around
how long ago was that, huh? Yeah,
like
that's a
13
fact.
some odd years.
Yes, like Deadpool has never gone away. It's just like
Nope. It's like
I
Batman.
have all these Deadpool covers that are just that have absolutely nothing to do with anything with the comic, and it's just like it's just there. It's just like okay, I get it, Deadpool. But when it comes to Rivals, actually, I think he's perfect for this game. Speaking of this game, he's gonna be perfect in it. So whenever he shows up, I'm sure it'll be a good time.
Why do you say that?
Because it's actually more in terms of like just utilizing like their actual powers I mentioned earlier. Like his power set in terms of regeneration, but also I can see him being a really good like assist character with his ability to like shoot because there's a so Punisher is the most like violent, I would guess not violent, but the most like typical like gun shooter in the game. So like Deadpool would be the kind of opposite of that.
How many characters are in this game? I didn't know
At least
Punisher
30
was in it.
already. Oh yeah, dude.
Damn.
So,
It
like,
came out like Friday.
yes.
I didn't know it came with.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so much fun. There's like a vast array of characters to play with. Like even
Spider folk they got. Goddamn.
yeah, like and that's the thing I'm actually excited for is when they actually put more of the Spider people in there. Although Spider-Man is actually one of the harder characters to use because you have to utilize his like ability to swing around the space and like attack physically. But Rocket Raccoon is one of the like easier characters to start off with. So like there's a good mixture of like characters who are like really hard to use, but also really easy to use. So like you can always just really get into the game. I've gotten kind of good with not Peter Parker, with Bruce Banner because you start off as Bruce Banner, you get like this kind of like gamma gun, and so like you basically shoot people to like charge up your ability to turn into the Hulk. And
You shoot people to charge yourself up.
Yes.
Okay.
So once you were powered up to be the Hulk, you had this ability to even become a stronger Hulk, but also to like you also help damage boost all the characters on your team in range. So like he does a lot of things. There are a lot of characters do a lot of like different team up powers as well. Like I guess you can throw Wolverine with some of the bigger characters. So like yeah, like the fastball special.
How do the controls on this?
Like just like have you ever played Overwatch?
No.
Okay, so it's basically like a first-person shooter game, essentially,
Okay.
like Call of Duty. I guess I think Call of Duty essentially.
Okay.
Like, it's one of those type of games.
And like triangle or the buttons. Or for
Yeah.
the special
So like
stuff?
R1 is like your typical like if you're Captain America you punch kick. With Spider-Man you punch kick, but like with the Punisher you shoot your gun. Or like with Doctor Strange you shoot like hex bolts. Or with Scarlet Witch I think you like absorb their life force. So like every character has a different like default weapon, but then like characters who heal like Rocket Raccoon, like his other alternate weapon is to like actually heal all the characters around him or like weaken the characters who are on the other team. So it all depends on like what type of like character you enjoy playing within the game. Like do you like being the lead as like taking like being an attacker, or like would you prefer being a tank? Like it has a very
It looks dope.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like a lot of the trailers honestly don't show the gameplay, which was kind of annoying because that was why I actually wasn't excited for this because like they showed no gameplay.
Yeah.
And then the gameplay I did see was actually limited, so it's still like okay, it's definitely an Overwatch.
Oh, Jeff the Shark is so cute.
Yes, Jeff the Shark is also overpowered as hell in this game, but he's pretty funny. Like he's also a healer too. Like he jumps in and out of the water, to like attack people. It's hilarious. Like yeah, Black Panther, Storm are in there. There's a healthy
There's
amount
a
of
lot of like
Green
some,
Girl.
some folks I don't
And-
even recognize. Who is Luna Snow? Like
she's a newer character. She's one of the
Okay.
newer
Okay.
emerging characters.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
One of the Spider-
Magic.
No, she's not a spider character. Like
Okay.
she's literally like a pop star. I think from like South
Oh.
Korea, because like they're Marvel actually started writing more characters from like China and South Korea. So I think she's one of those characters who I'm not too familiar with. But also she's fun to use. Actually used her like she literally is like an she's like a Frost character. So like she glides on skates wherever she has to go and like throws ice darts. Also, Cloak and Dagger are in this game.
Yeah,
See,
Shaker
like Cloak and Dagger are actually really fun to use in this game. So like
Interesting.
that's when like
Gee.
they are that's right. That's how deep into the bag they went.
And this
Like,
is all like online. There's no campaign.
no campaign. That's everything. No campaign right now. But like it looks like there is like a section where eventually you can do kind of like a rail shooter where you like fight the AI and like you can actually like it helps you get better with like the characters. So like I think that's gonna be available sooner down the line. But right now I've just been doing conquest and like just the team versus games.
Okay.
It's a little hard. I'm not gonna lie, but like
Mhm.
because there's a lot happening on the screen as you can tell as well.
This Aquaman. Oh, Namor. I was like, who this?
Yeah, that's Namor.
Name
Who was there
more.
before Aquaman?
Yeah.
The first mutant.
Okay, Magneto does look hot.
Okay.
He does.
He's old looking.
He's got that grizzled silver fox look going. I'm into it.
that grizzled silver
Grizzled
fox
Sean
look.
Connery.
Mm-hmm.
Silver fox.
Grizzled silver fox.
It's like
So,
some old lady say to them young boys.
Kenny, out of 10 so far, would you? Because this is less than a week, but given your experience up to this day, what do you give it out of 10?
I would give it a 6.5, only because like you still have to. The character select screen is hard as hell to navigate. So like there were some characters you didn't even know were available. It's like me, I've been playing with a couple of friends, and we've all kind of talked about having the same issue with like not being able to see what characters are available. Like most like selection screens, you just like all the characters are like right there, boom, left to right, up and down. It's a wheel in the corner of the screen, so it's not even it's not even a full screen of the characters. So the screen never loads for you to actually see who you're picking until you actually press a button. So it is kind of like it's very inconvenient because like I was not aware of certain characters, so I was getting beat mercilessly by characters I didn't even know I could pick. So it made at times just kind of confusing, and I actually I had those same issues I heard from other people who were playing the game. Okay. But that's the only thing I would say besides that. Like I think there are some characters who are obviously overpowered. So like that's the other reason why I think a 6.5 is important, because like it's still only like days old. So it's got some like they're going to do some nerfing and having to tweak some other characters.
Yeah. That's my next question: is how complete does it feel?
That's the thing. It feels pretty complete. Like most of the world, like there's a lot of the world that's down. Like actually,
load times or strange glitches.
Dude,
okay,
it moves incredibly fast. Okay. And I'm playing on Wi-Fi. Like I'm not even playing with like a wired internet connection, and it moves pretty quickly.
Nice.
Which I'm actually surprised by. But in terms of the environment too, which is another I think it's a really well done game. Is like a lot of it is actually the designs. Like you can actually like destroy a lot of the buildings while like trying to like strategize how you fight and take down your other team. So they put a lot of work into this. Like it's actually like what I say, like it's definitely like an Overwatch kind of like clone. It actually does a lot to actually like improve it, not even just improve it, but like separate itself from this big Blizzard type of like video game. So yeah.
Well, I got two more questions.
Yeah.
How large are the worlds? Like, are they like? Will you see the whole stage playing through 2 or 3 times?
You will. I mean, the other thing was too. I think there's still more stages I didn't even play through yet. Okay. Like that was the thing that like as I kept playing, I kept seeing like newer worlds and like. I also for a while just did practice, so I didn't actually get to explore a lot. So I know when you do some of the different types of missions, game missions for the verses, there are different worlds. But yeah, I think once again it's one of those things too where I think another reason why I gave it 6.5 is like we already kind of I cycled through maybe like 4 or 5 worlds, but
Mm.
it still feels like there's more that they're holding back on before they kind of like get further deeper into it, because they've already got like stuff you can buy, but like in terms of like costumes and stuff, but like they do a better job of, I think, and I haven't explored this yet, just like earning points, like because you you gotta like do all that looting. But it's not as bad as like an Overwatch, that like you had to like play the game for maybe like 8 to 10 hours to like earn something.
On that note, how long do rounds tend to last?
They go pretty quick. They're insanely fast. They're maybe like 3 to 4 minutes, because like you're just going. But also too, once again, I've only played the conquest mode, which is like first to 50. Some of the other modes are a lot longer when it comes to like doing the tracking missions or doing the missions where you're like doing King of the Hill or like holding down a position. Those games can go a little longer, so I haven't done those yet. But also too, the good thing about Rivals is that they make like you can't play in those competitive modes until you reach level 10, so you have to like actually like play some hours into the game before.
You can't come in as a newbie and get shot up by professional.
Exactly. So yeah, that was like, I played that not a lot this weekend, most of that during the week when it first came out. But I played a little bit today. Still fun, and like there's still characters that I'm looking forward to using. Like there's just, like I said, like I even you notice that there's so many characters in this first like initial.
I'm playing the video of the characters, and it's 20 minutes long.
Yeah, like it's
quite long.
It's a lot, and that's the thing. Each character has. It's just so distinctive in like their power sets, and like so.
He ain't just jumping people. He ain't fighting back. Ain't doing nothing.
maybe it's just a training stage.
It's a training stage.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, it's a training stage. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like, and the animations for some of the moves are just so cool. Like that's some of the best parts of the game. So
man,
I definitely recommend it.
Never looked that cool in a while.
No.
Oh no, that's the new Iron Fist. You should check out this book. It's actually pretty good.
Is it actually an Asian person?
Yes,
I believe
including us over the game. Yeah, I think the first issue of Iron Fist is Danny Rand dying.
Oh damn!
Yeah, I was
clapping.
I was trying to find an issue. I can't even find it right now.
Come on now.
I think it's hard to get.
Oh, he's so tiny.
I want to confirm that. Also, you could climb the walls as Rocket Raccoon. Like it's pretty funny. Like each character actually, like the way their animations are so distinctive to like who they are.
Okay, that does look dope. Though, just like a raw look. It does look fun.
And I think
you said it's free.
Yeah, it's free
for Rizzles.
And there's crossplay, so you can play with anybody on. Like,
what? Am I gonna have to dust off my PS4?
Can you get this on PS4?
It said PS5.
I know PS5.
Yeah, it might not
I
be
don't think
PS4.
so.
Never mind.
I don't think
It
so.
said crossplay, so I guess that doesn't count for backwards compatibility.
You ain't got a
You
PC.
can get Steam on your personal computer.
Hawkeye's never looked that cool either.
No, I'm pretty sure everybody looks cooler than the
Yeah,
new
cool.
I mean, I'm a bit split on Logan's design. I
don't really care for Logan's design.
I don't
but
like
it's
that.
cool. Yeah, it's just like he's just wearing his like colors in a jacket.
He looks younger.
Yeah, Hella looks really cool. She's also overpowered.
Yeah, I mean it's Hella after the movie for sure.
Oh yeah, all right.
All right. Well, Kenny, does that end your blurred out?
Yeah, I didn't get to play too much Dredge, so I won't talk about that one just yet. And I am getting Power Rangers, so I'm not sure if we're gonna watch that trailer, but like I'm looking forward to talking about that game after I play it.
Yeah. Okay. I got a quick blurred out. I've been watching some things.
I've been watching some things. Where's my watch things manifesto?
I know nothing about Dune, but I'm enjoying Dune Prophecy. Invincible Fight Girl.
Oh,
you
yeah,
should be watching
I
Invincible
need
Fight
to be
Girl.
watching that.
That show is great.
I think I'm waiting for a couple episodes more before.
It's I think it's on
fun.
episode 5.
Yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5.
I like it a lot actually.
Yeah.
That's very
It's a lot
good.
of fun.
Me and Nikki have been watching Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Hell yeah,
That is a lot of fun. That
dude.
show.
So I watched Evil Dead and Evil Dead Rise this past week, and all including the show, that all happens in the
You ever
same.
watch the show?
Yes, fantastic show. And that all happens in the same world,
Yeah.
which excites me. So like we might get that we might get Ash back with those movies that with the connectivity. I'm excited.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I finished Ghostface Killer's book. The funniest part of the book is where he refers to Capadonna and Raekwon as Littlefoot niggas. He's like, because he was talking about their fashion. He was like, all their shoes be looking chunky and fashionable, but they got little feet. I wear 13. I can't get those same shoes. They got size 9s. I started the last Wu-Tang book in my collection. I got all the autobiographies that have come out so far. And then there's this giant book called From the Streets of Shaolin by one of their chroniclers, a guy that used to work for The Source, the first person ever to interview them. So now that I've read all their individual stories, it will be interesting to read somebody else talking about them. So as you can see, not very far in. So we'll see how this goes.
So you basically have like a Wu-Tang bookshelf.
I have a hip hop bookshelf.
Nice.
I got a bunch of hip hop autobiographies. DMX's autobiography, Eve's autobiography, Jay Prince's autobiography. Eve's is pretty good. Prodigy's autobiography, which is just the best out of all of them. Raekwon, Ghostface, RZA, You God, Jay-Z. And I think that covered. I have a Common book. I don't know if it's his autobiography or not, but I'll check that out.
Common book.
He's written a few books. Yeah, that's my whole blurred out.
Nice.
And with that, DJ Elokari
Bing, bing, bing,
is going to
bing.
hit you with some hits. DJ Elokari, what hits you gonna hit him?
You're deplorable, man. My goodness.
Don't say that because your mom's here. He never has that.
It's great. So, so I wanted to highlight some people that I got to spend this week with. So first off, we will be playing a music video by the Avantis who killed it at PocketCon over the weekend, man. This has been a long time trying to get that group on stage, and it was really great to finally see them play. And it hasn't been without effort. Like, they've been wanting to do PocketCon for a long time, so it was great to see it happen. So we'll be playing. Everyone kind of knows them so far for that music video Tidal Wave. We're gonna play a different one, which is called Red Bible. So we're gonna check that out a little bit. Also, the day before we had to set up for PocketCon, we had an event at the Stomping Grounds was running sound for the Poetry Foundation, and Jamila Woods was performing there.
Oh, cool.
So it was a talk between Jamila Woods and Avery R. Young, recreating and doing an updated version of James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni's conversation. So they were having their own version of the conversation amongst each other.
Nice.
So I wanted to play one of the songs that I really love by Jamila's called Tiny Garden. So we're going to play that in a little bit as well, too.
Nice. You're watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. When we come back, we're going to do those Malort shots. And I think we're going to watch the trailer of this Power Rangers video game. Does everybody have like Power Rangers that they like?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Maybe we'll reconsider that.
I mean, black because black, but otherwise.
I mean, like a generation of Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
No?
Nah.
I'm biased.
Maybe we'll watch 2 trailers this week. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, check out these videos.
Mike, I'm sharing that one screen right now.
Bye.
I put my hand by yours, so you know I wanna hold it. I say my prayers at night, but I know who controls it. I'm falling high for you, but I know I don't show it. I take your love for me, but I know I don't own it. It's not gonna be a big production. It's not butterflies or fireworks. Said it's gonna be a tiny garden, but I feed it every day. I feed it every day. I feed it every day. I don't need you fall in love every day now. Think of you when I wake up, premonition of fate. I put my flaws on display to scare you away. You put your feelings on hold. Winter came and it got cold. You wanna be sure that I'm sure that I want you, not just someone fun to do, someone to hold and zero below. You ask why I'm so cold, iceberg heart, but look below. Iceberg heart, but look below. I'm sure it's not gonna be a big production. It's not butterflies or fireworks. I said it's gonna be a tiny garden, but I feed it every day. I feed it every day. I feed it every day. Oh, and I need you every day. I feed it every day. Oh, I need to every day. I feed it every day. Oh, and I'm scared to rush every day. I feed it every day. Oh, I need you.
Water us so we may fight deeper in ourselves each night. Listen close and listen right. Bring anything from my past life. Life in the J down, yeah, it's alright. Watch all the purpose we place multiply slowly over time.
The seed has all the information.
Yeah, really ready, we advise. Let me heal first, then return to the space that we make. Pain the way we wake up and I gave God his praise. For making you and making you move too. And for making me, I gotta sing his name. I'ma pull up right now, we celebrate. Then you put the pipe down and I'm okay.
So if I'm awkward, just let me rock. Let me be.
It's not gonna be a big production. It's not butterflies or fireworks. Said it's gonna be a tiny garden, but I feed it every day. I feed it every day. I feed it every day. Oh, and I need you every day. I feed it every day. Oh, I need to every day. I feed it every day. Oh, and I'm scared to rush every day. I feed it every day. Oh, I need you. Come
Brand. No, wait.
No.
Then he made a video like it.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's
Jay Z
gonna-
was like,
Jay-Z
no,
gonna fight.
absolutely not.
Jay-Z's
We're not doing this.
Jay-Z's 100% gonna fight.
He wrote a letter that said, "You made the mistake of thinking that celebrities are all the same.
No.
I come from a cloth with some honor. We're not doing this. Yeah.
I never thought that Jay-Z would not.
For sure.
Yeah, he gonna fight for that.
Yeah. All right, so we got a mute there. Oh, I can unmute actually.
Yeah.
Sweet. You are watching BlurdDotRadio.
Hey.
DJ Elokari just hits you with some hits. DJ Elokari, what hits did you hit him with?
Yeah, man. So we started it off with Tiny Garden by Jamila Woods. Shout out to Jamila Woods. She has such an amazing voice as well as beautiful spirit, beautiful soul. Also, fun fact, my sister Maurice's favorite artist.
Hey.
Who knew?
Oh, she didn't even know that you had that connection at all.
Nah, she was like, I really like this Chicago art by name. I was like, Jamila?
Yeah.
That's the homie. Anyway, all right, yeah. So yeah, I literally I hit her up one day. I was like, yo, just send this message to my sister. She loves you. All right, cool. Anyway, it's a really cute picture of them on my Instagram. Yes, yeah, and then we said the second video was called Red Bible by the Avantis.
Hey, shout out to the Avantis. Blurred Dot family. We got to get them back. We also got to get them all to share like one night.
They are
We'll see
a
how that
squad.
works out.
They squatted it on up.
That's a squad.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, DJ Elokari.
Mm-hmm.
Our very special guest this evening, Momma Hasefi, is with us. Mother of the hardest working DJ in Chicago, who was elected not to do a shot of.
No, my son's doing it for me. Being the lush that he could be.
There you go.
Elgin's,
Do you want us to describe it to you?
It was described to me before you got here
Okay,
because
yeah.
you came late.
Yeah, I was not on time.
Fit right in.
There you go. There you go.
So they said it just didn't taste good.
It tastes floral and grapefruity.
The floor.
and-
No, you
It's the
didn't
floor.
say
Emphasis on floor.
That's the-
floral. It's just floor.
Yeah, Kenny is right.
Floor. It tastes like a floor.
Like stuff you would clean a floor
Yeah,
with.
like
Yes.
like floor cleaner.
Thank you.
Yeah, floor cleaner. Yeah.
You
want-
want to smell
You
it?
want like smell it? You want to taste it?
I know.
They always want you to smell and taste stuff that's
It's
horrible.
just-
Oh my God, this is nasty.
I told
Smell
you
this.
not to smell it.
It's just that if
Like,
somebody tell you
don't sniff
something
it.
that's unfavorable,
Exactly.
you see how it does. I mean, just like if
I'll
you
take your word for
about
it.
drugs and it's like that make you act like that.
No,
I think
I'm good.
I'm
I'm good.
good. So it's dark liquor. I could do a shot of dark liquor, but when you said it wasn't good,
It's,
I was
it's
like,
not dark
okay.
liquor.
It's
really.
not really. It's
It's
more
not really.
liqueur than liquor.
Light skin.
The main
It's
thing
light
is
skin.
y'all said it was nasty.
You ever had like the Geritol liquid before?
It's like
No,
Okay.
Mom, do you like black licorice?
I like black licorice.
Oh,
There's
see,
some black licorice about it.
it's kind of a black licorice.
No, y'all said it. Don't. No, Momma Hasefi. No.
Look here.
I'm not-
Ashley,
I'm
ain't
just trying to
nobody
describe
asking
it.
Questions over there now.
See how they talking to me?
It doesn't even, it doesn't matter because the first part on this on my handle for today is Mama.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
I'm not.
You ain't gonna
matter.
bully Mama into doing nothing she don't want to do.
Right.
The question was, do you like black licorice? I didn't say that.
This is the question.
Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing.
Jensen's Valor has the unusual flavor of I messed it up again. Has
Every
the full
time.
body flavor of an unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers
Two-fisted
everywhere.
it.
Fisters.
I got two
There we go.
Two fisters.
We're gonna do the toast that I got from me 40 that goes, I am not above you.
Oh,
Not
damn, where
below
my
you.
fingers go.
Right here with you.
Right here with you, drinking.
Cheers it for my mom. It's the second drink I've had from my mom today.
Aha.
I mean, what are you good for as a son if you ain't gonna take the shots your mama?
Hello. That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't even that. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
That's not as bad
Big-headed.
as I was expecting.
It wasn't even
Self-nah
that.
money.
It's
Come
not
on
even
now.
that bad. Yeah.
That was a glass bottle, wasn't it?
They're all well.
No, there's some
We
more
haven't had the
plastic.
plastic
Yeah, they have the
bottle in a
plastic.
That was a glass bottle.
We're trying to minimize microplastics, here, even though we drink out of plastic shot glasses. Again. All right, so here's what I think is a fair compromise for today's trailers. We have 2 birthday babies here.
I would say also my mom's probably gonna have nothing to say about Power Rangers. It's gonna be real.
That's true. That's true. Do you remember Elgin being in a Power Rangers phase?
Yeah.
So there's that. So Kenny wants to watch a Power Rangers trailer.
I mean, we don't have to. I'd say I just put a trailer in the chat.
Well,
I-
we can watch it and then just talk about it real quick. And then Ashley, what trailer do you want to talk about?
I put 2 in tonight. The Gorge
One of them.
and Invincible season 3.
Which one you want to talk about?
Wait, what was the second one?
Invincible season 3.
Oh,
Haven't we seen a trailer?
I thought we did.
We have not.
No, it was a teaser of them in the diner talking about working on it.
Yeah, there's actually a trailer. I kind of
The trailer for the trailer.
So, well, Ashley's birthday just passed.
Yeah.
So you want to watch Invincible?
I mean, Kenny's birthday just passed. Too.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
we
watching
are gonna
Power
watch
Rangers.
it.
Right.
we're gonna watch
Oh.
the Power Rangers trailer. Then we're
I'll
gonna watch
say-
another trailer.
You could do Invincible if only because The Gorge is on Apple TV and I don't have Apple
Yeah,
TV.
I must say who has?
I don't have a
Apple
lot of
TV?
things,
yeah.
but I'll watch a lot of things if you catch my drift.
True.
You just say you pirate that shit.
Either or. I feel like more of us might have something to say about Invincible because we've all watched it, and we can save The Gorge for like next week if nothing comes out.
Gotcha. We are in that season.
Yep.
Nosferatu is coming out on Christmas Day. I'm going to see.
We already watched that trailer.
I know, but I'm ready to talk about it.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm just really excited for Nosferatu.
Well, that'll be your blurred out pretty
It
soon.
will be.
That comes out on Christmas.
Yeah. It's
I've heard some things about it already. There's reviews out
Dude,
already.
it's Robert Eggers. Like he out here doing this thing.
I'll see if there's any screenings.
According to Darren, my favorite is the Ninja Rangers, not when they had ninja outfits, the actual ninja group, or Mystic Force.
Yeah, the Ninja Rangers is
Is
pretty
that the
dope,
one where they
too.
talk to the hamster?
I don't think so.
There was one where there was like the Zordon was a hamster in a little samurai outfit.
No, the Ninja Rangers is like right after after Power Rangers. They got like the ninja outfits.
Was it?
Yeah.
The one with
the ones they wore in the movies.
The ooze.
Yeah, they wore those in the movies.
Good old Ivan.
Now, let's watch this
All right.
trailer.
Let's go.
Here goes the trailer. Mystic Force was wizards.
Mystic
Had a maiden or something.
Force.
Yeah, keeping up with Power Rangers lore.
My
Yes,
favorite one is Turbo because that's a little kid that gets big.
We don't have to talk.
Turbo made no sense. That made no sense.
Really don't have to talk about that.
All
That
right,
was
here
so
we go.
random.
Beat 'em up video games are coming back.
Let's
I can
go.
from
They
Power
have been
Rangers
back,
has
and I am
one.
so excited.
go.
I have so many that I've been playing right now.
This will make up for that Super Nintendo Power Rangers game.
Dude, we talked about
that
the Super Nintendo was
tight.
great.
I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
Game was
I
great.
Wait, which one? Because there was two. Did
My
you
mama
remember
bought
the
it,
one
bought that
player
one for me.
The word, yeah, okay, that's the one player version.
Yeah,
But see,
That's
the
that
Super
and the movie.
Nintendo, there was two, so you had to play the second was the movie version.
I like both.
That was two players.
The
It was
movie version
way
was
better.
fire.
But I like the first player, one player version is pretty good too, though.
No, the 2-player. What is? Me and Kane tore that up.
Oh yeah, me and my brother tore up the movie
It's
version.
tight.
It's great stuff.
It's great.
Readers Rewind. Here we go.
Yeah, what's worried? Like, I've been waiting for this for a minute.
All right.
What's Turbo Granny doing here?
Rangers, can you hear me? It's morphin' time. Can't see myself not picking the Black Ranger all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Go Power Rangers!
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I can see how this will end. Join in the party.
Yeah, like beat 'em up the game is great. Like you guys ever played the Shredder's Revenge for the Turtles? I recommend it. Like it's just
I've beat that game a lot of times.
yeah, I've been doing Survivor. Right?
That's enough out of you.
Yeah. Like the fact that you actually like see the damage you take.
Number 10.
Yeah, just I
Oh,
think
good.
it came out early. I want to say
Nice.
I thought that was
How
my
much
phone
does it
for
cost?
2 seconds.
it's not that expensive actually.
Is it
If
more
I
than
say
$30?
the digital version is, I think, it's cheaper than that because trying to buy a hard copy.
I don't want no review.
How
much
Just hit
is it
shopping.
cost?
Shopping, yeah, hit shopping. It'll show you. It should show you prices.
Look at what you did. Look at this. Look at this. None of this has anything to do with this game.
That's
Power
so
Rangers.
annoying. I can just look. I bet you I was like, get it together.
Oh, what's happening? Come on. Oh, here we go. $34 for the digital download. For more than $30 isn't terrible.
It ain't the price is right.
It is not.
So what's this going to be out on, Kenny?
Everything.
Yeah.
It's out on all consoles.
Mama Hasepi, how much time did you have to spend looking for Power Rangers toys for this young man?
It's just like for them, and he's like 9 years younger than my youngest daughter, so it was a whole new world dealing with him and the stuff that he liked or he wanted or that I encouraged when he was like real little. So, and then plus I have to always try to keep up with what animations or cartoons were out during the time, because I'll mix them up and like I might like I would always take them to see whatever action hero movie because they would always have the action person there.
For sure.
So that they always got a chance to meet, so I remember him going to see, taking them to see the Power Rangers and meeting. I remember the yellow one and some, I don't remember, but I do distinctly remember the yellow one being there. And they take pictures by all of this thing. He was just like, Elgin always has had this kind of extra power thought process.
Okay.
So that was how he lived most of his life.
Nice. Okay. So you didn't have to do any like mad dashes on Christmas Eve to go find the right toy?
Because I'm not the type of person to just wait until a special occasion like Christmas or something like that to do whatever is happening at the time. If we're going to do it, we just going to go ahead and do it anyway.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, I didn't have no problems. Basically.
I will say that I did get the Power Rangers video game and the movie at the same time. It was pretty fantastic.
Let me ask you this. Would you pay $34 for this game? Would you pay this $34 for the game we just watched a trailer for if Elgin asked you for it for this Christmas?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Nudge, nudge, nudge. You're welcome.
Because you said his old ass still probably want it.
For sure.
But yeah,
let's go.
So that seems like a positive review.
I see what you did there.
I'm a good friend. Steve, what do you think of this one?
I do love it. It is like it's like retro gaming, but it's like new.
The advancements in retro gaming.
I wonder if they're gonna have like downloads for it too. Like if we're gonna,
I would hope so.
Yeah, like will I be able to move on to Power Rangers Zeo? Yeah. Can I be the Aqua Rangers?
There were Aqua. Of course, there were Aqua. Why would I even know?
Yeah, they were Aqua Rangers. They're from the water planet, and they. What did they do? They did like this or something?
Yeah. And they had a black one too.
Yeah, they had a black Aqua
Shout
Ranger.
out
Yeah.
to
There are
the-
black people on the water planet too.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely into this. This is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
It's gonna hurt my thumbs and my eyes, but whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ash Guardian, what did you think of what we just watched? If it was available, I feel like this. If anything's available on PS4, it might be this one.
I feel like it would.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, I was a Barney bitch during that period.
Barney?
I was Barneyed out as a kid. Like
God, I hate
at the time
my cousin
that,
was like that.
y'all forget almost a decade younger than a lot of you.
Yeah, for sure.
man.
For sure.
Chill.
But around the time I remember
Too old for this.
Power Rangers being really popular, I was into Barney. So never really got on that train. Like I really didn't get into the quote unquote boy centric things until like
There were girls in Power Rangers.
There's
I
always
Marky is a boy.
always
I know,
boys.
but I mean in
Right.
terms of like being into the shows,
Boy,
and-
Damon.
the shows and the toys that were generally geared towards boys, because like the marketing for that gendering was very strong in the 90s, and my mom was very much like girls like this and boys do this, so I was locked into a certain railing for a while. And yeah, Power Rangers just wasn't on my radar.
Okay.
So I missed the train on that, but I appreciate those who have fond memories of the Rangers and seeing it back in this form. Like it's nostalgic. Like it's not my thing, but it still somehow makes me feel nostalgic of like old retro games and just the 8-bit look, which that's not quite 8-bit. Was that more like 32?
It's supposed to look 16, but it's probably it's
Either way.
5 is.
I like that it's doing it for y'all. If you like it, I love it.
There you go. There you go. Actually, what are some fond video game memories that you have? I know there's Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I have Kingdom Hearts. I have Street Fighter 5 that I've actually never played. I just got it because I had like $5 in GameStop credit. And I wanted it for that one fighter chick, the Egyptian one with the walk. Elgin, you know who I'm talking about.
The one that carries the orb.
That carries the orb with the sassy walk.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you know who she
Nowadays,
is.
I know you don't know.
Yeah, I just got it just for her.
Also, she was Egyptian and white.
Minat, that's her name.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all that I have for the PlayStation 4.
Oh no, maybe she's not like. Maybe I'm hating.
Yeah, all I have is Street Fighter 5 and
She's
Kingdom
dark
Hearts.
with a narrow nose and green eyes.
Everything else has been like on DS, which again, Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, the entirety of the Ace Attorney series.
Hey.
Which Kenny, if Gal is done with my DS,
I think he is. I think I'll round it up and get it back to you.
cool, because I know they were playing the Edgeworth game because they only had it on DS at the time, but now it's on Switch, so
Yeah.
they should definitely get it on Switch. And the sequel is finally out, which I should get a Switch, but I don't want to get a Switch for 2 games.
So you're telling me that I should get him for Christmas of those games because I need gifts.
Yeah, if he didn't already get it, then get the Edgeworth game.
It's called Attorney Edgeworth, or is it
It's Investigations. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Okay, yes, but yeah, put it in the chat, please.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's I'm not really big on console games, or I just haven't really
cozy gamer. Like I feel like you're more of like a chill gamer as opposed to like
Animal Crossing.
I am
something like that.
but yeah, like for the longest time, I really only played Kingdom Hearts games. Like I bought a new console every time Kingdom Hearts was on it, and God forbid they put it on a PS5.
That's the thing. The Kingdom Hearts games are like more like I would call are like RPGs.
Action
so you like
RPGs.
action RPGs. 'Cause
Also,
Yeah.
if you like Pokemon, that's a straight up RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually I don't like turn-based, but that's the only turn-based.
yeah, I would say because some of the Kingdom Hearts stuff is turn based too.
Only Chain of Memories, which I did not like.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I didn't get into.
That was the one with the cards. Oh, and I have what's it called? One of the Final Fantasies, 15.
Nice.
Anyway,
Well, thank you. Kenny, what are your thoughts here?
I'm looking forward to this. This is one of the trailers for a couple of beat 'em ups I saw. I was like, oh, let me throw this one in the chat. Only because too that a lot of beat 'em ups are kind of like one dimensional in terms of just like you just fight across stages. Whereas it looks like with this, you'll actually do like
They're
driving, You actually get to be like a fighting in the Zords. I think there's like a point where that like 5 players actually control the Megazord too.
Okay.
Like yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of like random controls that also just like make it different as opposed to every like kind of like as much as I love beat 'em up stock, they're also pretty cookie cutter in how they play. So anything that actually has like a different type of like just feel to it, something different, something fun as well. And this looks extremely fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
For sure. DJ Alokari.
This looks dope. Remember, 100%. I mean, like Kenny, I love beat 'em up games, so this is like a lot of fun for me. And so, are there other versions of the Power Rangers that
I don't know?
or
Yeah,
is
that's
it
that's the
Generation
thing.
One?
So that's the thing. The story takes place in time. So
Okay.
yeah, it actually is a different like a game where like I feel like they'll maybe actually kind of utilize different like generations of Power Rangers because they're playing with time travel. Because the Rita that they showed, that robot Rita, like she's from the future, so like that's not even the same like Rita. So I'm interested to see how they. I hope they incorporate DLC.
Okay.
Because like Ninja Turtles, they'll still putting different characters in the game. Like I still have to like play with Mondo Gecko and the other girl that were just
like
added,
traditional Mondo Gecko.
Yes, Mondo Gecko's in.
Skateboard.
Yeah, he was added
I
last
thought that
month.
was the coolest character I had ever seen, and I don't even know why.
Yeah, he was
Like,
just added to the
wow,
game.
look at it.
He was just added to the game last month. So
Nice.
like I hope they do more to add to like
Yeah.
to the there's so much lore, so you can add so much to these games with DLC and not price it heavy. Because like I think the last DLC I had for one of the beat 'em ups I got, like he was free. Like I have Double Dragon. And they gave you like 6 characters just free with an extra mode as well. So like I hope they kind of stick to that.
Yeah, bring it back to doing well in the game and getting extra characters instead of making
Yeah, don't make me pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't have
another
money.
reason why I like Marvel Rivals. Like you can play through the season and actually earn stuff, and like
Nice.
even if the season ends, you can still pay for that stuff with like with the currency you've earned. So
very cool.
Well, I like it. I'm down for this game. It looks like a lot of fun. At some point, I will waste some time and play it.
There you go. I just want to throw in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Lots of fun. It's a 2D fighting game. At some point, you can pick Street Fighter. You can pick Ryu as a Power Ranger and Chun-Li as a Power Ranger.
Like,
I can't
Very
remember.
fun
Did I play that one? I feel like I downloaded
it looked great. I saw a previews for it. It was fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So on to movies. What did we say? Invincible?
Yes.
Let me find the link that Ash put in here so I don't get some weird version of it.
Fan trailer.
Right.
Is this a real movie?
Another fan.
Superman?
All right.
First, we got to go bop. Then we got to go bibbity bop. Then we hit the bip with the bop, the whoop with the wop, and shabam. Full screen.
Yeah.
All right. Invincible season 3 official trailer. You can tell they worked fast on this one. That CGI model does not show me that they worked hard.
No.
But they did work fast. So here we go.
It did work efficient. Thank you for your efficiency.
It's out. Trailer review. Invincible season 3. BlurdDotRadio. Here we go.
Over the last 90 days, Mark's speed has increased 65%, his endurance 70%, and his strength 138%.
Fuck me! Way to make a fellow superhero feel inadequate. Glad it's not leg day.
You feel like trying out those new muscles of yours?
Sir, we have intense geological events all over the country.
Are you working with D.A. Sinclair? He turned people into monsters.
You don't waste people like that. You reform them. You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
You know that was different.
Mark, we can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
That sounds like something an American would say.
Here.
He told me the O was for Oliver.
Cecil, I can never trust you with
Oh,
either
right,
Mark or Oliver's lives, no matter what.
Ouch.
Oliver, you gotta look out for other people.
You guys are in big trouble.
Oh, you want to call for help? Too bad.
You're outnumbered and outclassed.
And out of luck.
And now I say something.
You on our side, we can win this war. I'm not on anyone's side. I disgraced my people. So help me, Mark, and whatever that other kid's name is, stop the Empire.
What are you hiding in here?
The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
From you, Mark.
Is that all you got? I will never work for you again. We're done.
It's time for a change.
In more ways than one.
You look amazing.
I don't know. Feels a little serious.
That music though, you know,
It's really good.
some
So
some
serious.
random music of the day.
Mama Giuseppe,
What?
do you have?
I mean, I have no real comment about it. I'm not really that familiar with it. So,
Can I ask you a general
yeah, that
question about this?
would work.
At some point, somebody gets their head torn off in this. How do you feel about the escalating violence in cartoons?
Well, escalating. It seems like it's been like that for
Yeah.
quite
I
a
mean,
while.
like
So
Bugs Bunny
yeah.
would like shoot people, but like then somewhere toward the 90s when Mortal Kombat got more popular, anime got more popular. Suddenly, cartoons got bloody and adult.
Yeah, and I think that people become desensitized to it, and it starts. I see it in general with a lot of young people where they don't have. I mean, it's like the norm for them. We did think about it back when we were talking about Mortal Kombat, and everybody was introduced to that. I mean, it's just long time ago. People, were cowboys and Indians, and they was, or Native Americans, but they were killing each other.
For sure.
It's just that they can, we like visual.
Yeah,
The more visual you can
yeah.
get, that's what they thrive off of. So you just follow what's there. So it's violence is violence, and killing is killing.
Okay.
It's just giving you what's appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Pretty much, but I was just looking at the storyline.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
There are a lot of blanks to fill in with this.
Well, it is a trailer. I'm hoping it would be a lot.
Yeah, where are we? This is season 3. So
Yeah. And it's based off a comic book, and I've never read the comic. Kenny, maybe you could fill in how
I have only read
far in there
I have
are.
only read basically what is essentially amounts to season 1. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Invincible is a very long story, and honestly, they have basically cut through maybe half of it already. So I basically once they got to the part where he has a brother, I was like, I've not read that part. Yeah, I read that far.
I cheated and read ahead. I won't say anything.
I'm gonna say it's one of those things where like I think I'm also not a big Robert Kirkman fan.
No.
Oh, like honestly, I tapped out after like 3 seasons of Walking Dead. I think I tapped out at this. I didn't watch all the season. I didn't watch all of season 2 of Invincible. Like I feel like I find his stories to be very predictable. And sometimes I don't know. I think he does a decent job of like actually his fight scenes are kick ass, but that's also because he had an incredible artist in Ryan Otley who designed all those fights. So I think that's also why I still like the comic book better. I like the fights being animated. It's cool stuff, but like the story itself doesn't do enough to keep me interested. It's kind of the same thing with The Boys. It's like I've read the story. I don't think it needed to be drug out and made a big old TV show, but like that's just the crux of reading the book as opposed to like watching the show. It's just kind of the same thing here. It's like, yeah, it moved too fast. Like having this stuff is just like, well, no, I didn't read it because I haven't read that far, and there's so much that like I feel like the story is kind of either skipped over or glossed over, or like for the sake of just writing for television, it's just never going to be mentioned. So. Yeah, I am not interested. I have not been interested in Invincible since maybe what was that? When they went to break again for season 2, they had like a season 2 break. Yeah, it's just like I'd rather spend my time watching things that aren't actually. That's the thing too. Like I've actually I'm actually trying to appreciate the violence I do watch because I think kind of with Mama Giuseppe. Oh my god, Giuseppe. Oh, good. I was about to say it correctly. Correctly. I think that I prefer to watch something that actually gives me an emotion when it comes to the violence I'm watching. So like one of the comic books I'm reading, Absolute Superman, for example. The peacemakers in there are absolute evil, terrible people, and you see that violence actually used against people who are in peril, and it makes sense. It's something to that. Whereas I feel like with Invincible, it's like, hey, look, we're
kind of violence for violence.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, yeah, part of the trailer, part of the, which was never a thing actually, to like yes, he always gets his ass whooped, but I guess it wasn't always pushed. After a certain time, it stopped being like the core of his story. It's like, oh, look at this kid get his ass whooped, because that's a lot of what it is in the beginning. I don't find that interesting. I find that to just be, I don't know.
So that's a no from you.
Yeah, nope. A big no. Like I'll watch some trains roll through the stations.
Damn.
Which I actually do watch. There's a Max show, Ambient Swim on Max.
Oh yeah.
It's basically just one of the episodes is called Volstagg, and it's just a train running through the mountains of Sweden on a snowy day. It's wonderful.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
The opposite of Invincible.
The opposite of Invincible.
Okay. So Mama Giuseppe, that was a not very interested in this.
Right.
Nope. That's a not very interested in this from Kenny. Nope. DJ Alokari, what do you think?
I'm the opposite. I'm excited for this show. I love Invincible. It's been one of as far as like my kick for like Black Batman the animated series, stuff like that. I feel like this is like one of the a good successor of like these types of shows.
Really, Batman the animated series. That's actually big to say. I would not have put it up there. But
I mean, it fulfills what I need from that.
Okay, I get you. Okay.
But I do enjoy the show. I'm excited to see where they are going next. With the incorporating his little brother, his bug brother. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be really interesting to see what's going on. The trailer did it for me. I don't know if they were revealing too much in this trailer. Like actual conversations of things is a little. I feel like it's a little too much.
I'll never work for you.
I mean, it's an Amazon. It's an Amazon trailer. I mean, most of the trailers we watch for Invincible is always kind of done.
Yeah. But I'm excited for it. So it gets I'm intrigued and excited for it.
Okay. Ash got it.
Yeah. I don't know if I recall it being excited compared to like how season 1 ended on like kind of a high of like, yo, I need to see more of this. The second season being like half as long and a weird ass break in the middle of it just really threw off the momentum for me. So now I'm coming into season 3 like, what kind of bullshit are y'all gonna pull? Y'all gonna do even less episodes? You gonna put in a random break in the middle? Like
6 episodes so far. Running from February 6th to February 27th.
So for the moment,
they're dropping 3 episodes on February 6th.
Wow. So half up front, a 2-week break maybe, and the last 3. Yeah, that doesn't entice me too much. I've also gone ahead and kind of spoiled myself on some of the character developments, specifically with Mark and his brother Oliver. I think it's interesting. I don't know if this show is going to really explore that, because I think the most interesting part about Invincible is his family dynamic and his lineage in general, like his father's lineage, and nothing else. What'd you say?
They've been doing pretty good at like actually telling the stories.
Yeah, no, like as an overarching story, there's enough there, but as with any kind of adaptation, it's not going to be able to do everything. And just what I've been able to research on my own about conflicts within the Viltrumites as a society, and Mark and his half brother and his dad, and what his dad is dealing with, and how that all is going to culminate and conclude. I find interesting
Mhm.
more so than like the action scenes and all of
Mhm.
that. But
Mhm.
humor's been okay. Overarching story is interesting, especially just Mark trying to come into his own
Mhm.
and who he feels like he is as a person and a hero. Because, like, whether he have powers or not, if you have a father that you feel like just really did your family dirty, that's going to influence how you are as a man going forward. You're either going to put all your bad deeds on, oh well, my dad was the same way, so it's in my blood, or you're gonna work like really hard to prove that you're not your father. And
Mhm.
I appreciate Mark trying to be a better man than what his father was,
Mhm.
and him bucking up against Cecil is going to be interesting because Cecil has never really trusted Mark anyway, because he is
Gotta
his
trust him.
father's son, as he shouldn't. Like, so that's probably the most interesting aspect for me right now. Is just how Mark and Cecil can still have some kind of like tenuous truce of sorts, because they're right to not trust each other, but how they're going about it is, I don't know if they ever going to really see eye to eye.
Mhm. But you are looking forward to it.
I'm gonna watch it. Like, I'll probably forget, but oh shit, I've got something to binge on Friday, kind of
Mhm.
thing.
It is going to come out over the course of a month. It seems like it'll be easy to forget.
Yeah, and I have access to Amazon, so
Yeah.
those are pretty easy watches to do on a weekend. So yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm with it. Like, I'm 100% gonna. I'm excited for it. I don't care about the weird break. I'm just gonna rewatch it. I'm
That's
just gonna
real.
rewatch the whole thing. Like, I understand it takes time to make these shows,
For sure.
especially with like the level of like there's very little like 3D.
That's why I was saying it looked like they made that first scene, the big blocky smooth CG thing was like,
Yeah.
oh, y'all made that fast.
Yeah. So like it's not like the show is pretty well animated, and like
Mhm, mhm.
I rather you take your time and get the right thing done. I'll just wait. If I don't feel like waiting, I'll just like watch the first 3 episodes, and I'll forget about it. The boys will come out probably in the same time, so I'll watch that while that's out. It's the last season of The Boys, which I wanted to comment on what Kenny was saying. I feel like The Boys is pretty good. I don't think it's going to go on forever. You know what I mean? They're not dragging it out. I don't feel like they're dragging this out, and that's why they're probably skipping over a lot of the, I won't say filler, but
they have to.
Yeah, you just have to. Otherwise it's going to be like each episode would be like an hour and a half long. And I don't know.
But with the way these networks be wanting these like legacy tentpole type TV shows, you think they would.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Speed is a business model.
Yeah.
Also, it's animation, so.
Well, Amazon already has Speed on their other end of their business now, so like I think they can take their time with their production.
Unionize.
Unionize.
And stop blowing people up.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But yeah, good times though.
Well, that seems to be 4 pro, 2 con.
Nope.
And that's that's a higher than average. That also brings us to the end of our show, the segment that we call shout outs, or as Kenny calls them,
shouts and murmurs.
Damn.
I didn't know it was going to get sexy today.
I want to first shout out Momma Hisefi for being here with us.
Thank you for letting me sit in.
Of course. And telling us about Denzel and Mo Better Blues. If you didn't sell that to somebody, somebody's going to want to watch that now. Shout out to the BlurdDotRadio crew. Thank you all for coming through. Shout out to Kahari Kyles, even though he canceled last minute. That's fine. We'll get you in there. Shout out to my partner, Nikki. Shout out to our nearly birthday twins here on BlurdDotRadio.
Oh, yeah.
Many more to each of you. Yeah, and with that, I'll pass my shout outs to Ash Gotti.
Well, I will do a shout out to Islander. Happy birthday. I
Being
really
late
need you
on the
to
show,
do better with your timing, bro. You're 32 now.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Come on now.
Step it
But
up.
you know, yeah. But shout outs to him. He has a village of people who still tolerate his ass. Because ain't many people that's gonna put up with that. You know, working late nights, still getting up early to show up for you. Appreciate the people who are there. That goes out for everybody. Appreciate the folks who show up and don't ask for much, but timeliness. But also shout outs to my mom. She wasn't doing too well this morning.
No.
But she tries. Whenever I call her, she tries to pick up. But she ended up falling asleep from our conversation. And then she called me back like an hour later, like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." I'm like, "It's fine. You were sick and you said you were tired. It's fine." But shout outs to my mom. She tries.
For sure. Also, I want to give you a shout out because I never say this. Shout out for not spoiling Invincible. I had my finger up. I was like, if the speed of her talking.
Oh no! I mean, there's so much that I read. It's like I'm not about to go into detail about this. It's a lot, and nothing that I feel like is like even spoiler worthy. But yeah. But thank you for appreciating. I'm trying to.
I appreciate you. Pass your shout out.
Kenny.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to our special guest. Shout out to PocketCon. Shout out to everybody who came out to PocketCon. Shout out to people taking care of each other out here. It's about to like I think we said earlier that people seem to be getting meaner. So take the time to actually like appreciate one another because like we got a community is going to be more important than ever. So just like to continue to say that. So take care of one another and appreciate you guys.
Pass your shout out.
Elgin.
I think I gave enough shout outs earlier in my also shout out to my mom being here. You know what I'm saying? Staying up with your boy.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying?
It's actually early for us.
It is, which is great though.
Shout out to my mama for keeping us on time.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that's cool with me. Shout out to everybody that came to PodCon again, but everyone that I mentioned earlier. And I'll pass my shout outs to my mom.
So shout outs to all of BlurdDotRadio because y'all are the best.
Thank you.
And then shout out to my amazing offsprings who have shown me a really, really great weekend from PocketCon to after PocketCon. Last night we went over to Gary to see Joe and Amory.
Joe the singer.
Yeah, we went. I did that last night. So all weekend, then the game today. So shout out to my amazing offsprings who make me extremely proud. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna pass my shout out to Steve.
Okay. Shout outs to the Blurred Dot crew. Shout outs to everybody who loves everybody. Shout outs to Mama Elgin over here. Did you get her some Harold?
Huh?
You get her some Harold?
Nah, do you want Harold?
Do I know what?
Do you
want Harold?
You want some Harold?
Harold chicken.
It don't matter to me. I still have food though, that I didn't eat.
Not yet.
Yeah, all right. Well, next time we get some Harold, some Uncle Remus too.
Yeah.
And a gym shoe sandwich. Yeah, shout out to that's what I really wanted to eat today.
Yeah, look at you, just hungry.
Yeah.
He's just hungry.
Yeah.
What does a gym shoe say?
It's basically everything.
This is everything on the sandwich.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's like turkey and roast beef on it.
There
don't like
might
those things.
Yeah, everything,
It'd
literally.
be chicken. It's like Philly meat, chicken. Maybe they might put.
I think
Maybe.
I think roast beef is on it. Like roast beef and turkey on it
Yeah,
too. Like
yeah,
it's like
it's like every meat.
every
they
meat
have
you
in
can think.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's
That
not
sounds like it.
it's not something you should eat in front of anybody.
No, it's
My
definitely
wow.
like a sandwich you eat in shame.
Yeah, so, and like,
Look at me.
Don't look at me.
He's like, did I like?
I ate all of that.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to everybody who loves everybody. And with that, I think the show. Oh, Mike, did you go?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Show's over.
Yeah,
There we go.
let's get up out of here.
Thank you for watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We do have a guest scheduled for next week. I don't remember who it is.
It's a person.
But
Yeah.
find out.
Is it a person, place, or thing?
It's
It's a
definitely
surprise.
person.
They're gonna be here.
Yeah. Check it out.
Breathe.
Until then, love, peace, hair grease. Go read a book.
Yeah.
We will go out on. Let me see how.